I'm Raquel SSG, also Raquel SSG 2211, and we have more Kitty.
Yeah.
Yay! Well, I was gonna play a video game tonight, and I'm like, I don't really feel like it. So here I am.
Right on. Oh, oh yeah, and yeah. Thank you
Yes,
for
I saw that. Like,
yeah. I love how you
Chris,
were saying I need.
Chris, first time ever is doing his first live stream.
Yes,
Uh,
so cool.
it was what
Subnautica, yeah,
Subnautica video game.
yeah. I was hoping to find people to play with. I forgot it's a single player game,
Mm-hmm.
but like I think he plays other stuff too, like GTA, and I don't remember what else he plays. Like I feel bad because like I give him like a lot of his own personal space, so like he'll be playing games in there, and I don't necessarily know what he plays. Like
Right.
I like my personal space in here. He gets his in here.
Hmm. How old is how old is that game though? I never seen it
I
before.
I don't know. I shit. I can go ask. Oh, I can just text him.
You just
That'd be
probably type
quicker.
in the phone. It's more easier.
Yeah, I'm kind of dumb, I guess. Hey, remember that Discord moment we had? So yeah,
Yeah, like I was trying to figure out how to FaceTime you because
yeah, we're trying to figure out how to
both,
FaceTime. My 16-year-old
but we
daughter
have
comes
both
in. She's like,
different.
"Why don't you just use Discord?" And we're both like,
But yeah, we have both different phones, and we couldn't like you having audio problems, and like
"Right," and we could do Discord. It feels
and
so
your
good. Thank God.
daughter's like why just don't do why just do Discord.
I know. Thank goodness for Dee Dee.
Heh.
All right. Let's see. Okay, it's trying to sell me the game. Hold up. Um, released. All right, Subnautica for Windows and Mac. I don't know what he was playing on, so I don't know. But it was released at least 2018. On Xbox One, it was. Okay. Both the computer version and the Xbox One and the PS4 version of Subnautica was released in 2018.
So you might be playing I don't know on the PS4 or Xbox.
I'd have to look. I honestly don't know which one he's playing on. Both are running around in this house, so it really could be either. I don't know.
Hmm.
It's like Radio Shack in there. I don't fucking know.
Eh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
does
he's
people
got like
still
three
do
cameras
people
going
still
on.
go to Radio Shack?
Hello, Mikey. How are you?
Hi, Mikey CC4. Hello. Oh yes. Let me put the link in the chat.
I don't remember seeing Mikey before. Did I just forget?
I see them around in the other chats.
Oh, that's cool. I don't know everybody. I guess, I don't know.
Well, yeah, the internet's a huge place.
True, true. Find someone new and turns out they know like half your friends. You're like, what?
There you go. It's pinned in the live chat. But I do have a rule here. If you're new here, you have to have your camera on. That's the rule here.
I mean, even if it's backstage and she wants to see your face and you don't want to be like up here showing your face, like that's fine. But
Yeah, that's totally fine.
But she wants to be able to actually see who you are and basically authenticate you are who you say you are before you
Mm-hmm.
come up on the panel. It's just
Mm-hmm.
but some people are a little camera shy, and I get that.
Yeah. Even I understand that because even I am camera shy.
Right,
I don't like to be on camera that much.
right. That's why I was letting them know that they can do it backstage. Like,
Right.
yeah. I like to let people know they got some options.
Absolutely. Has some ice cream for dessert tonight.
Ah, that sounds so good. Which kind?
Well, like I don't know what like it's not regular ice cream. It's yogurt ice cream, and yeah, it's very
Fancy.
very posh, but it's just like but it's like lesser calories.
Like gelato or something?
I don't know. I have to look it up, but I know it's yogurt ice cream. It's not totally ice cream. But I don't, less calories. But I don't know. Like when if my stomach's upset, I usually sometimes usually have that, and it calms my stomach down. I don't know why.
Hey, that sounds good to me. That's my kind of medicine right there. Shit. What flavor was it?
Vanilla with chocolate sauce on it.
I couldn't hear you.
Vanilla with chocolate sauce on it.
Oh, okay. Right on.
Sometimes I'll put some of my chocolate ice cream with it. Sometimes,
Oh yeah, yeah.
but I like vanilla.
I'm just not a fan of vanilla. I mean it's all right, but just I don't know.
It's fun on its own,
Oh, excuse me.
but I like it with chocolate sauce.
Right. Well, I guess there are some times when vanilla is okay. Like if you're having like an apple pie, like vanilla would be perfect. It offsets it
Hmm.
great. So yeah, there is a good place in this world for vanilla.
Hi, Mikey. All right, if you're I can see you. If you want to, do you want to come in with your camera on or not, or no? I can't really hear him.
Well, just ask him to nod yes or no if he's ready to come up.
Are you ready to come on? Yes or no? Just yeah. Oh, okay. You're okay. All right.
Oh yeah, here I
Hello,
am.
Hello.
hey there.
Hi.
How are you?
Hey. How are you,
Oh,
sir?
Canadian cat day.
The crazy
Yeah,
Canadian cat daddy.
Yes.
I had two beautiful girls. Oh, I should say my wife and I have two beautiful girls. So yeah, the one that I
Aw.
normally have, the one that I normally have, right here, that is deja
Oh.
vu. Yeah,
Oh my goodness,
she's
Raquel,
cute.
show your kitty.
Oh. I'll show the
Yeah,
kitty.
that's deja
My
vu.
kitty.
Yeah, yeah.
That
Here.
looks a lot like her pumpkin.
Here's my
Oh,
kitty.
how cute.
Love it.
Her
This is
name's
Yeah.
cute.
her name's Pumpkin.
Hold on for just a second. I have my other thing. Oh, come here. Now this one.
Oh,
Aww. Hi,
hello.
sweetie. Aww.
This is my girl, Moon
Oh, she's
Pie. She's
beautiful.
6 years old. Yeah.
Aww.
Say hi, Moon Pie. Say hi,
Mwah.
baby.
Meow
Aw,
meow.
cute little thing. Oh, she's so cute. Ah,
My cat's getting up there in age. She's 12 this year.
I don't know
Oh
how old
wow.
Naka is.
Yeah, we also have. We also have Deja Vu. She's 3. Oh, she's gonna be 3 years old,
Oh,
December 1st.
what kind of kitty
So,
is that?
but she's kind of out of the picture because she's hiding today. We had a repairman come around. Oh, she's
Hey
downstairs.
Wade, how are you?
Hello,
Oh,
Wade.
there she is. Hi, baby.
Ooh, got some internet issues.
Yeah. She's hiding down in her little net. Long game.
Definitely
Ooh,
has some robo
How you doing?
issues going on.
yeah, I think your internet's cutting out a little.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, you're having some audio issues, Mikey. You kind of like
Oh, I'm
roboting.
sorry. Can you hear me okay, ladies?
Yeah, I
I'm
hear you
sorry.
now.
Am I? Oh,
Mhm.
hold on. Oh, good, good. Okay. Yeah, my issues with Wi-Fi. It's just it's a thing. It's just something I gotta worry
Yeah,
about. And everything. So
are you
every
only
once in a
using
while.
Wi-Fi or are you using internet also?
Oh, yeah, it's just Wi-Fi. Yeah.
That could be that explain it. Some I like Wi-Fi, but sometimes it's not really dependable, like the internet is.
Well, the the issue really is that StreamYard doesn't like Wi-Fi connections. They don't
N-
like it. What they like
no,
is to
it's
have
the same
you plugged
with my
into
play.
an internet router. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You're
the
right,
same
Rachel. Sorry.
with my PlayStation 4. I was only using Wi-Fi on it, and the live stream would cut out midstream. So I have a Ethernet cable connected to my PlayStation, and that works so much better.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm also in the regular chat, so I'm able to say hello, chatters, and hi, real. I should get out my glasses. I can't really see. Ah, there we go.
Hello, chatters.
Hello, chatters, and
Yeah.
hello, real
Hello,
Water Nation
lurkers.
Gaming.
Everyone who's watching the stream later on. Hello.
Hello, hello. Oh, Raquel, did we see your live? Did we see your cam, or is your cam working?
Um, my camera is working, but I don't like to be on camera that much. Is just my preference,
Oh,
really.
okay. Oh yeah, definitely. Hey. So, how long have you known anti-derivative Jill? I think that's the person
So
you call, right?
I have known her for a very long time. Um, well, I've been doing this YouTube thing for 3 years now. So
Oh,
yeah, it's been
much.
that long.
Yeah, yeah. I've only been doing the streaming myself for like less than a year, so I'm still
Ah,
learning the
so
kinks, and
yeah, so you're still a newbie.
I'm still a newbie. Yes, I am. Still learning.
Mm,
Still learning. Yeah, but I got my own stream. I started last night. Oh, welcome back, Moira. Uh,
welcome back, Moira.
Moira. Yeah, I started a new stream last night called Topic Time,
Okay.
and and it's gonna run Mondays at every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. That's 6 o'clock
Mm-hmm.
Central, 5 o'clock Mountain, and 4 o'clock Pacific.
All right.
So yeah, and we're just gonna talk about random topics and items of the week. Um, there's a few issues going on out there with the SAG after uh, writer strike, which is a big, huge thing. Oh,
Of
and
course.
Moira, yeah, it's getting worse. Yeah, it's getting worse.
Yeah, because I
Moira,
heard a lot of what the problem was, and they were going on strike is because they didn't want their likeness to be replaced by AI.
check out check out Judy Norton, who used to be on the Waltons a long time ago. She's way grown up now. Judy Norton has her own channel. She did a 13-minute segment today, earlier, about the SAG after writer strike.
Oh,
All
okay.
of yeah, all of the all of the writers, all of the actors, all the actresses from film and TV have joined the union. They're all against the producers now. This is this is a huge thing. Producers and directors in Hollywood are on the defensive because it has to do a lot with salaries. It has a lot to do with uh, royalties, and it has a lot to do with identity. They don't want their identity property, which is, established like a trademark. They
Right.
don't want that to be messed with, to be
Oh, I get
taken
that.
over by somebody else. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
because they could put them in movies that they wouldn't approve of, or yeah, exactly. Like, and things can get hacked. So someone could take someone's likeness and do God knows what kind of gross stuff, and it could ruin their
Well,
reputation.
that's the thing. I don't know where I saw. I can't remember it where I saw this, but there was
Yeah,
some Twitter post or tweet. Um, I guess
exactly.
some game was going to use the AI voice for this character, and the actual voice actor didn't like that.
See, like that kind of stuff could happen.
Hey, Bone.
Hey, Ben.
Oh, hey,
Hey,
Bone.
hi, Raquel and Moira, lurking while I put away things here.
Right on.
Ah, right on.
Good to meet you both. Oh, by the way, Moira, have you already seen Indy 5, Dial of Destiny?
No.
No,
No,
I mean, I haven't really
I think you
watched
like the
the.
last
should.
one wasn't very good, and like this one has that weird chick from Fleabag. I'm just like, it's a British show.
Okay. Phoebe
British, right?
Waller-Bridge. Yes, I know. Yeah, I know. I didn't see her. I saw maybe like 2 episodes online, brief episodes of Fleabag.
It's very weird. It's
Otherwise, I
just
wouldn't have known who she was.
yeah,
Yeah,
right, exactly. The same here. I mean, I saw that and I was like, it's an interesting show, kind of, but like, I just don't think she's Harrison Ford caliber. Yeah.
right.
And then I
Well,
heard he
I'll
got
just
played down to make her look better, and I'm like, ew.
yeah. Well, my wife and I we owned the first 4 movies. Uh, we've seen it in the theater. It wasn't too bad, but I think we'll definitely look forward to just getting it in DVD. So when it
I
comes
mean, I
out in a
guess
couple months.
it might be available on that website where I watch movies for free, so I might check it out there. Like,
Yeah, go ahead and check it out. Yeah. Um,
if I can sit
if
through the
you're a
Barbie
big
movie, I can
fan,
sit through anything.
I was gonna say because I look behind you and you're a big fan of Harrison Ford, and I love Harrison Ford. So
Heck yes.
yeah.
He'll always be Jack Ryan. I can't explain the Hunt for Red
Oh
October because
yeah.
Alec Baldwin is not is not Jack Ryan. Even
No.
though he played that character, he's just not the embodiment of it. So
For
like
Absolutely.
me,
that's just a weird
Harrison Ford will always be Han Solo.
that
Oh
too. That too.
yes.
Yes. He'll always
Yes.
be Indy, he'll always be Jack Ryan, and he will always be Han Solo. Absolutely.
Oh
Yeah, I
absolutely.
remember, like, when I was a kid, I saw this VHS tape. Yes, I am that old.
Same.
Oh, I'm old
uh,
too. Come on.
I it said Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back. I'm like, what is this? I plugged it in the VHS player,
Hmm.
and like, whoa! I took I had I had a good time watching the movie, and I asked my dad, it's like, is this the only movie? Can I see more of this? Speaking of which, George Lucas, hello,
Oh
right
hey,
on
George
time,
Lucas.
right on.
That's awesome. The timing could not have
Yeah,
been
be
better. I
perfect.
agree.
Yeah.
George. George. George.
That
Hey,
is
George.
that is
Yeah,
delightful.
like, that was my first experience of watching Star Wars.
Well, we just found Apocalypse Now Redo, which came out in 2000.
Oh
And that's
wow.
the first time you see Harrison Ford as the colonel who says that you should go kill Colonel Kurtz, played by Marlon Brando. And there's a guy who says, kill him with extreme prejudice. You
I did
know,
not know he was in that movie. I've never seen it.
he's in it. You need to see it for sure.
Yes.
He only has a few minutes. Harrison only has a
Oh,
few minutes in it, but it's very good role for him. He plays a colonel, and Martin Sheen, has to
right.
go out and kill Kurtz, whatever. It's a great film, and I'm just so glad that my wife found it on the redo, on the remaster, because there was just so much good stuff they added to the film. It has a young Lawrence Fishburne in it too. He goes
Oh
by the
wow.
name Larry Fishburne. Yeah.
All right.
So, yeah, he's
You
good.
know, which I can't remember the title of this movie. In the movie, Harrison Ford, some kind of action movie, thriller movie, and he goes on these hoops or hurdles to save his daughter. Which movie was that?
Oh, let me see.
Hoops and hurdles to
My
save.
Moira might know.
His
I'm
overall
trying to
goal
think.
was to save someone's daughter or something like that.
Well, I need some more narrowing down if you're not sure.
It's not. It's not Air Force One. I know that, and I know it's not The Fugitive, but I have The Fugitive with
Hold on,
Tommy Lee Jones.
let
Well,
Yes.
me
there's one
Google
movie
it.
where like Clear and Present Jane, or I'm sorry, Patriot Games, where his daughter
But
and wife were like almost killed by IRA guys,
yeah,
but like
or it could be Witness. It could be Witness.
Witness, he didn't have a daughter though. Witness was where he was protecting this Amish woman and her son.
Amish and her. Right. Right. Okay.
So I'm
Huh.
trying.
Interesting. I'll think about that.
Yeah, I'm trying to think on that too.
Also,
No,
there
it's
was
not that movie.
we also have American Graffiti that Harrison Ford was.
But he's not protecting his daughter in that though. He's like 20.
Oh yeah, I know. But I mean, I just love him still in the cowboy hat, and he's got one of those hot rods, and
Right.
oh my god.
Hmm.
See, that shows my age. I'm very old. I'd seen a lot of great films when I was growing up as a kid.
Same.
Yeah, yeah. And if you ladies check out my website, I've got a few streams that I did
You're cutting out
on the
bad.
Indiana Jones. I'm sorry. How's that? Is that better?
Well, I mean, we can
It's
see
part of
you.
the computer. So
Your voice was cutting out.
I'm sorry.
I can't remember which
I'll
movie
reset
it
it
is.
if I have to. I promise.
Did you look up Harrison Ford movies where he's protecting his daughter? Like,
So
Yeah,
I'm gonna say,
Harrison
sorry. Go
protecting
Huh. I can look it up for you girls if you want me to.
okay.
daughter. Is it Witness?
I'll look it up.
No,
But if I do
Witness
drop
is
out, I'll come back.
protecting an
Just
Amish
give me a
woman,
moment.
and in Witness, he's a cop protecting an Amish woman and her son because he witnessed the murder in a bathroom.
And her son. Do you think it's
Yeah.
that one, hun? Raquel?
I'm not really sure.
Huh.
Well,
Could
what's
it
he
be
protecting his
Mosquito?
daughter from?
Could it be Mosquito Coast? He was in
I've
Mosquito Coast.
I've
That
never
one
heard
in
of that.
animation. 6 Days and 7 Nights. There's also that too.
6 Days, 7 Nights. Oh, that's an Anne Heche movie.
Right.
But his daughter's not. He doesn't have a daughter in that one, I don't think.
No, but I think the other one is Mosquito Coast. Maybe
Could
that's
be.
it.
I have no idea of that movie.
Yeah. Could be Mosquito Coast.
Is it and present danger?
Maybe.
Clear and
I mean,
Present
did he
Danger?
have a daughter in that movie?
Maybe, yeah.
Did he have a
Maybe.
daughter in that movie?
Yeah, did he have a daughter in that?
And
They had a family, but I don't remember if it was a daughter or not. It's been so many years since I've seen that.
Yeah. Oh, you girls probably know the story, right? About Star Wars 7, The Force Awakens, that Harrison was in. And you remember that they had that story out. I even saw it in my local paper when I was back living in Arizona. Since now I live in Canada, I live outside of Toronto,
Okay.
Scarborough. My wife and I did with the kitty cats. Anyway, when I was living back in Arizona, The Force Awakens had just came out, and we went to see it. Well, I went to see it. It was I think it was a couple weeks after it came out. But when the first day it came out, there was a 19-year-old kid from San Bernardino, California. He had seen it opening day, so he saw the premiere. When he came out, he said, "Hey everyone, Han Solo died." And everybody just who were waiting in line this whole time, all jumped him. People dressed up like stormtroopers, Jedi.
He should have known better.
He didn't know better.
How
Yeah.
How do you not know better?
Well, he was an idiot.
Sure.
Total moron. I mean, he ended up in hospital, near death because, the cops didn't even condone it. Yeah, they almost beat him to death. Finally, the cops stepped in, but they waited a good long time.
Oh, that's fucked
up. To beat him up. Oh yeah, it was messed up. I don't know if you girls remember that, but it was just, and I hate spoilers. I hate when.
Yeah, I might have punched a guy in the arm, and I wouldn't have put actual violence on dude. That's wow.
Yeah, well, one of
enough for that.
Yeah, like I said, one of my streams is the Indiana Jones franchise. This was just before Indy 5 came out. I also did the James Bond franchise. Now that was fun.
Oh, that
was fun. Yeah, I love James Bond. My wife is distantly related by blood to Daniel Craig. That was
Oh,
her
right
maiden
on.
name was Craig. Yeah. So
Cool.
she's my Tracy Bond. Yeah, right over here.
Nice. That's
Or
awesome.
Suzanne Bond. Sorry, Suzanne Bond. Yeah. Mwah. Yeah. So, but in that one, but in the James Bond film, the No Time to Die one, which by the way, I wish they had featured Anna de Armas more in it. You know, the CIA female agent that he fought with sort of in the movie. I wish she could have been more in it. She's great. But anyway, have well, no. Before I say something, you two have seen it, right? You've already seen the movie, No Time to Die.
I can't remember. I get them all
No
confused.
time to die. Oh, let me. I
It was the
can't.
last Daniel Craig
No
film.
time.
Oh no, I did
No Time
not
to
see
Die.
it.
Oh no, I have not.
Oh, okay. Well, I won't say
I,
what happens because I want you girls to see it. But no. I will mention one thing.
okay.
Suzanne and I were waiting to see the film on opening day, and somebody came and I said, they were about to mention something about the movie about James Bond. I said, don't say a word to us. Don't say anything. If you say something that's going to ruin the film for both of us, we were in our help chairs because we both had difficulty walking. So uh, I said, we're going to run you over. It's
Dang.
oh, okay.
Hey, Brupa Troopa.
Hey.
How are
You know,
you?
these are a bunch of teenagers already seen it. They you know, walk away from it.
I think your internet's getting bad.
He's using Wi-Fi.
I
Oh,
talked
okay.
about it. Hey,
Well, there was a Harrison Ford movie I've never seen called Extraordinary Measures.
I don't really. I don't really.
So I don't.
that's Extraordinary Measures is a good one too. Yeah.
I would have to go watch it. I think I kind of heard of it, but I don't really. I don't think I've seen it. So I'm trying to go through.
We try to catch every. If we know that Harrison Ford is in it, we try to catch every film possible if we can.
I should have. I guess I just kind of forgot over the years that movie existed. I saw the
Yeah.
Age of Adeline. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, well, I still love the line that he gives from Air Force One, where he says, "Get off my plane."
Playing. Yes. Poor Gary
I
Oldman. They
think
kind of
I
had it coming.
saw. I think I saw that movie, but it's been a long time. The Air Force One movie you're talking about.
Yes, yes.
Isn't there two Air Force One movies?
What two? I only knew
I
there
thought there
was
was
No,
a
no, I
sequel.
just
one.
know the one. Yeah,
I
I
thought there
just
was.
know the one, Moira. Yeah, yeah. There was only the one there that I
My
was
bad.
familiar with. Oh yes, he's done a lot of. Yeah, he's done a lot of different types of movies, Harrison Ford. But
He
he's
did
so
good for starting out as a construction worker.
yeah. Hmm.
Did very well for himself.
Oh yes.
And I think didn't he like I think when the first movie he was in, I think he was just in it because they didn't have anyone else handy. He was like, okay, I'll do it, and it just went great. Apparently, that's what I heard the
Yeah,
story.
yeah. He just wanted to stand in because he worked on sets, didn't he? Yeah, he was there and he worked on sets and
He
stuff.
might have. That would certainly made it handy. I just know that
Yeah,
he was in some sort of construction, but I didn't really read into the story too much.
yeah. I think that's well. Um, I guess before he did American Graffiti, um, he had worked on sets. I think that's what I heard. And then he just they asked him to do a reading and he said, hey, yeah, what the hell, whatever. And he did it and he got on the film. So yeah, he was barely known even then. So you know, and hey, Whooper Trooper says, hey, Bone. And Bone says, hi, Whooper Trooper, and hail George Lucas.
Indeed.
That's
Ah,
Group of Troopers YouTube channel. Go check him out.
cool, cool. Hi, Whooper Trooper. Yeah. definitely. And let's see. Let me do this. Just a sec. Way. Whee. Oh, it's a nice night tonight. It's only 72 degrees out. It's beautiful up
Oh,
here.
lucky you. Dang. Our weather, our weather was rough today. It was 102 degrees with high winds. And I'm like, oh, well, that's an unusual combination, but all right.
It's hot outside too. It's like
Yeah, it's
um
91 now and the sun's gone. It's almost 10
it's
o'clock. It's 91.
93 it's 93 now, but it was
Oof.
like 104 today.
Oh, yeah, I think we had 102 up here.
93?
Well, it's
No, 100.
93 now, but it was like 104 today.
Oh, wow.
That is rough.
Yeah, it's going to be in the upper 100s all week.
102? Wow.
Woof. I'd rather stay inside.
Right? But I had some stuff I had to
Yeah,
go
that's
and
why you
do.
should
So,
keep the cats definitely inside home.
oh, yeah.
We're
Her
lucky
cat's
because
an
we live
inside
up
cat
here.
anyway.
Oh, Mikey, you have to be a mod to put links in the chat. It's just how YouTube is, really. But Bone got your channel. Thank you, Bone.
You're a real one for that, Bone. We love you.
Mm-hmm. Hugs,
There we
hugs.
go. Yeah, there we go. Thank you, Bone. Yeah, I put mine up there and he put it right after me. So thank
Well,
you. Yes.
you have to be a mod to put links in. That's how YouTube has it set it up.
Yeah, right. Okay.
So the big elephant in the room, Twitter has gone to rebrand. It's not going to be longer called Twitter. It's going to be called X.
Yeah, that is so weird.
X.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
so
Like
nuts.
what are you supposed to call the tweets now? Zeet?
Right?
Zeet?
No shit. What the hell?
Zeet or shit? Like I wanted to say or like sheet. Ah.
Like, we're still gonna put tweets. I don't know why he had to do that. I was like, dude, no.
Yeah. Like yeah. And then you can't like
Aw.
if some if you have a blue check mark and you have your DMs to verified user only, unverified users can't message you. Not only that,
How
they're
pathetic.
limiting daily DMs and tweets.
Separating the haves from the have-nots. How lovely for a billionaire to do.
Mm-hmm.
I love your I like your kitty avatar too there, Moira. That's
Thank
so
you.
cute. Decorated.
When I find a really cute kitty cat picture, I have to save it to my computer. Like, hold on, now I want to show them all. Hold up. So I got some Viking kitties. I got some kitties that look like they're the Tsar of Russia or something. We got Spanish Inquisition kitties.
Oh, nice.
Sniper kitties.
Ooh.
Call of Duty kitty. Well,
Nice.
It says cat of duty, but yeah.
Cat of duty. Yeah, well, we got it. Yeah.
I thought this cat kind of looked like a beatnik, but after watching Oppenheimer, the cat looks like it's looking at a nuclear blast. And then there's like a little cranky kitty. Oh, and if situations are getting kind of heated, I put a little awkward kitty.
No, the question is, with everything has been going on with Twitter, the rebrand, the limiting DMs, the limiting tweets, and if verified users are set their DMs on verified users only, the unverified user can't message them. So all these changes are going on. The question is, are people are not really happy about this. The question is right now: are people going to stick to Twitter, or they are going to go to another Twitter website that is going to take over the spot for Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it.
I think it's
Like,
gonna take people a while.
yeah, like like I said, it, with pop culture today, it's too early and too hard to tell where the shift will go with this.
I think it's going to take a lot of adjustment. Moira is
Mm-hmm.
correct. I well, I asked Pop Culture. I was just with him. He was doing his stream tonight on Forbidden Planet, so his horror stream. Uh, but yeah, he mentioned it briefly, and I said, "Oh, so that came from Elon Musk, correct?" And he says, "Yes." I said, "Oh, okay. So elongated muskrat. He just got stupid and decided to call it X." Yeah. Some people were
Yeah,
questioning it,
it's
like,
so
how in the
weird.
heck did they come up with a name like that? You know, seriously.
Right.
He likes to call everything X, and it's like just because something's new does not mean it's better. Like he should have just kind of left it the way it was. I mean, I get it when he like made it like to where you don't get in trouble all the time for what you post. Like I get that, but after that, he should have just quit tampering with everything.
Well, the
Like,
question is now, like, is like the question is, or is the mass of people going to go to some other website that's going to take Twitter's place? That's the question. It's too early and too hard to tell right now.
I think you're right.
And plus, Twitter has a lot of people on Twitter.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how many users on Twitter, how many users on Twitter.
I know some people are going to
Uh,
something called
Well, there's
Mastodon, but
yeah,
Mastodon's been caught with a lot of underage stuff, if you know what I mean. So I'm not going
yeah,
over there because that's gross.
450 million.
Shit.
four
Yeah,
hundred
Four
fifty
hundred and
million
fifty
people.
million people
Wow.
on Twitter. So if there is going to be a new site that's going to take Twitter's place, it has to be one, popular. Two, there's going to be a lot of interaction, like a lot of people on there, to to possibly be in the same wavelength on Twitter. But I don't really see that happening for quite some time.
And I agree with Bone in the chat where he says that it's a stupid name. And we had a question about that ourselves was, now what do we do? If you were talking about tweets, you would tweet someone and say, you send a message, whatever. But now that it's called X, what do you call it? Do you call it, I'm going to X you? Or I'm going
right?
to X message
Zeke,
you or
I'm
something?
I'm gonna Zeke you now.
Teach you, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
it's so weird. Like some people just like take something and they just overdo it because they just want to completely flip it, and they don't realize that they just kind of took away everything, all the characteristics that people liked about the original product.
I have
Right.
already seen some people well, I saw some people on Twitter that were really upset. This was just before he was going to change it to X.
Well, a lot
Uh,
of people are set. Like
yeah,
for instance, limiting tweets, limiting DMs. If a verified user has their settings on to verified user only, that unverified user can't message them.
that's true, and they
And
can't reach them
it's
either.
like it's stupid. It's including the name, and you're only driving people away from your website.
Absolutely, I guarantee you're probably going to lose. This is just a guesstimate on my part, obviously.
Like today, like I saw today, like some of the people I follow on Twitter, some of them said that their accounts were suspended today and that with no explanation.
Oh wow, I guess I better check mine then, because
Yeah.
my guesstimate is about a third of that number that you just mentioned, 450 million. A third of them are going to be gone, or they've been suspended already. Yeah, I better check
Yeah.
to make
So
sure
like,
my account's still
let,
there.
before we go on, like Spoon says, no problem. You're almost at 100 subs. Hey guys, if check out Mikey's YouTube channel and help him get to 100 subs. I would really appreciate it. Love you guys. Hugs, hugs.
Cool. Yeah, we can do a celebration. One of my future topic times will be celebrating 100 subs. So I'll be looking forward to
Mm-hmm.
doing that. That'll be great if I can reach it by next Monday. We'll see what happens. That'd be great.
Indeed.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, like there are alternative websites. Let's see. There's Getter, Threads. Um, which what was the other one? And Minds and Blue Sky. Uh, there's been buzz going around that Blue Sky is the one it's going to take Twitter's place. But I'm not sure because one is still brand new. It's not perfect. Three, there's not much of a following on there. There's not a lot of people on there. Um, so interaction is going to be limited on there for sure. Um, it could be, I would say, in my opinion, that either the one of the followings, Getter, Minds, or Threads are probably the best bet for an alternative website for Twitter. I would go with, in my point of view, I would go with Minds. Really, I
Yeah,
think that's the best bet at this point of time.
yeah. I have heard rumors about Blue Sky, but
Mm-hmm.
not so much about the other ones you mentioned, but mostly Blue Sky. Um, if I had a choice, and if I thought that Blue Sky would be just about having the same kind of interaction that Twitter used to have, since we're now saying used to, and we're going with
Mm-hmm.
X, I'd say, yeah, I might try Blue Sky. We'll just have to see what happens with that. I also recognize that I was uh, connected with Discord, and Discord's not a bad place either. So I think a lot of people might, uh,
Go over
you
to
know,
Discord.
to
Well,
Discord, yeah, from Twitter. Yeah,
Discord is not bad. I mean, it is great. The only thing I wish that I wish that it have, like, you can't find people unless their username. Like, I
right.
wish there was some kind of like suggestion, like you have on Twitter, like, hey, follow this person or something like that. But you don't really get that on Discord. It's like most likely a treasure hunt to find people on there.
Yeah, and look what happens. I mean, as soon as you get your account suspended, nobody can follow you anymore. Nobody can, you know, message you
On
anymore,
Twitter,
pretty
yeah,
much.
if you get suspended, your DMs are gone, your followers are gone. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Uh, how dumb did Elon Musk just get in my mind now? Just now. How
But yeah,
stupid did he get?
I would say, Blue Sky has potential for sure. Um, like I said, Twitter has 450 million users. Blue Sky has about like 300 thousand. That's a huge gap of
Yeah,
people on those two websites. Not to mention there's a waiting list on Blue Sky. And I believe the waiting list is like 1.9 million people.
What the shit?
Yeah, crazy, right?
that's nuts.
That's wild.
That's wild.
Yeah,
Yeah. So, like, if
that's
you
just
are
crazy.
going to sign up or register on Blue Sky, there might be a waiting list.
I don't have that kind of patience.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
so like
Now,
like I did hear like Blue Sky is similar to Twitter. The only thing I think it doesn't have at the moment, even maybe they do. This was like 2 months ago. 2 months ago, they said they didn't have DMs on their website.
Uh,
Um, I don't know if that's still the case. Maybe it's changed. I don't know. Um, but I would say the best alternative for Twitter right now, um, um, it's either Discord, Getter, Mind, or Threads. But like I said, Discord, you can't really find people on Discord that easily. So my best bet would either be um Mind, either Mind or Getter at this point. Hey,
or
Ranker
Blue
Steve,
Sky, that works. Oh, hey, Ranker Steve.
What's up?
how are you doing?
Oh, I'm good. I'm
You
tired.
too.
I'm doing good.
oh, hello there.
Well,
So I had to go let Bob out because she's meowing at the door. So I came back. I'm like, well, hello.
Hmm.
So, Steve, what are your thoughts about Twitter? Like, a lot of people are like, not really happy with how things are handled on Twitter. Besides the rebranding of it, do you see people going on onto a alternative website that's gonna take Twitter's place?
Yes and no. I don't. To me, I don't really care. Um, I don't take Twitter serious.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I get why it's part of his company, his website,
Mm-hmm.
x.com. And so he's trying to morph it into that whole thing. He wants to make an everything app, and do it. Knock your socks off. I don't. It's people who complain about it to the extreme level, like I'm leaving it because of this, and well, that's kind of it's like the boy who cried wolf. You say that a lot of times, and then it never happens. So I think people are just expressing their frustration because they don't like anything that's new, and they'll get used to it. I don't think anything's going to change. It's just the name. That's it. It's his company, honestly. He can do whatever he wants with it. Like
Right.
if you pay $44 billion for it, I mean, dude, I knock your socks off. Do whatever you want. That's how I feel about it. If some people are upset about it, that's their opinion, and I'll respect it. I
I
have no problem.
I don't have I don't have a problem with the rebranding. I think it, most people are not really bothered with the rebranding either. Is I think the crux of it is that unverified users are getting limited on DMs and on tweets, and depending if the verified user has their DM settings for a verified user only, that unverified user can't message that person. I think that's like the crux of the frustration is
Yeah, I
coming
find it
from.
pretentious.
Yeah, it's I think anything with a paid service type thing, you get I paid for Twitter for a few months and I loved it. I think it's what they provided when you get verified is way better. Like your stuff gets noticed more. You get a little bit more features that you don't on when you don't pay. And I get it. It's I think it's going to be like a sample. Like if you're not doing it paid, you're getting like a sample of what Twitter or what X is now, what
That makes
X will
sense.
be.
Hmm.
And but I mean it's like what, $11, and
11.
at the same time it's like $8 or $11 or something like that. But at the same time, like people spend $15-$20 on streaming services a month, and
Right.
it's like what's the difference? Like you're going to pay more for no ads on YouTube. So I don't know. I'm kind of like in the middle. Like
Hmm.
I see why people are upset, but at the same time I'm like, would you do the same thing if you bought something? Like That's the thing. You have to kind of turn the tables a little bit. Like, what would you do
I
if you
wouldn't
bought
change
it?
it that much. I mean, if it like it was
Yeah.
a working model, why change so much of the characteristics that people liked about it in the first place?
Well, you also
So
have to
I personally
understand
would not. Hey, Mrs.
that
Dadman, Mr. Dadman.
Oh, it's a
Hey,
Deadman
Lisa.
raid.
The
Hey, Mrs.
Deadman
Deadman. Hashtag
couples.
Deadman raid.
Hey,
Hey, Deadman. Hey,
Deadman.
Lisa.
Hugs
Hi,
to y'all.
Lisa.
Hey, welcome.
Yeah, I didn't mean to cut y'all off. I just didn't want to leave them hanging too
it's all
long.
good. Yeah, no problem. The people in the chat are more important.
Mm-hmm.
So are you, Steve?
Well, it's when I like I have to say. Well, I do know for like I saw this today. Some people said that there were they don't know why. Some of the people said that their accounts were suspended
Oh yeah.
and they didn't know why.
I mean, to be fair, one of the accounts I saw suspended, she probably had it coming because she's always an asshole on Twitter. So to be fair, that one doesn't surprise me. A lot of the other ones I heard about, though, like I don't know them, so I can't give an opinion on them. But,
Right.
Yeah.
But it's like, how bad
Yeah,
was it to be kicked off Twitter because he was giving it more of a free speech platform? So what the fuck happened there?
Mm-hmm.
Sure, and it's like Raker Steve said. When it comes to having a free account like I do, it may not affect me as much because if Twitter decides to kick me off, well, it's not like I paid for anything. But if you're
Right.
verified,
Exactly.
that's a whole different story. Yeah, then that's a whole different story. So you'd have a
No,
reason to be upset if you had to pay for it.
thank you, Bone. Here's Deadman Walking 55's YouTube channel. Check him out. He sometimes plays Fortnite and he talks about his road trips as well.
Yeah, he has a great channel.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to see Dadman and Mrs. Dadman.
Mm-hmm. Let's go to see Lisa as well. So it's going to be really interesting, you know, uh, from here on out, how things are going to go with Twitter. I guess we just have to wait and see, like, where this goes from here, really.
Yeah. Well, you also have to understand Twitter was losing a lot of money. It wasn't profitable at all. So making it a paid service allowed it to make some money. He had to make money back somehow.
Well, that's true. They got
Yeah.
a shit ton of money he
Right.
used. Holy crap.
Well,
And
is it true if you pay for a blue check mark, you cannot change your name or your profile picture? Is that true?
Yeah, because
you can change your profile picture. You can't change your
name.
at name. You can
Oh, okay.
change like everything else. You can't do your at. That stays final. I think you get like a one-time shot or something like that. But you
I
get
tried to
like,
change my name and it would not let me because of that.
but I think it no, it's I think that's with everyone. Like you can't change your name, like your at whatever. Like I can't change it back to at Rancor Steve. I have to do at not Rancor Steve on Twitter.
I did wonder about that.
I just
Yeah, I
make
got
sure
suspended.
because I did like I
Yeah,
I don't have
it
a I
makes it
don't
more restrictive.
I don't have a blue check mark, so I was easily able to change and switch accounts easily. But it sounds like if you have a blue check mark, you can't do that.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot. I will say this: having a blue check mark is very beneficial on a business side. Like me running a show, it gets my show out there a lot more because I pretty much try to use Twitter now as just a promotion for my show, and it works really good. It's just I wanted to test it out for a few months. I liked it. It was great. I think it was. Here's the other thing: it opened it up. Elon Musk opened up the whole. You can get a blue check mark instead. Originally, you had to have I think 50 credits on IMDb. You had to be a celebrity or something big.
You
If
had to
I
be
had 50
published in
credits,
some kind of like news article or something.
yeah,
That's how I
then
got
you get
mine.
it.
That's how I had mine,
But
and I didn't really notice a difference between regular Twitter and checkmark Twitter.
But when Elon took over, he changed it a lot more to be more enticing. The problem is celebrities, everyone who had it didn't like the fact that normal
Us
people could
lesser
have it.
mortals could get it.
Yeah. And but then you get the people who are like, "Oh, you paid for Twitter." It's like, "Well, yeah, do you go to Starbucks? Do you pay for streaming services?" It's the same thing. It's just people aren't going to like some things and some people are going to like some things. That's how I see it.
Right. Bone says nobody likes threads either. Is something wrong with threads?
Threads?
Yeah, threads. It's like an Instagram thing. Neither do I. Bone says Ike Susie 4. All right, I guess threads is off the list. So uh and it has to come to Getter, Minds, or Blue Sky. Either of those three, I guess.
So what are threads on I don't
I say it's something similar to Twitter, but
Probably another
Bones
replacement social media site.
Bones says like he doesn't like it, and Maggie doesn't either. So
I'm going to look this
I,
up.
I
I'm very
need me some
confused.
imperfections on the website, I guess.
Could be.
I'm going to look it up right now.
Bones says subscribe to Murra Kitty. Meow. Yeah, like I guess like the three options would be Getter, Minds, or Blue Sky. I would for my preference, I would go with Minds. You only have Twitter.
I don't know if I have a Minds account either, because like every once in a while, when people start getting all worked up and pissed off and wanting to move somewhere else, I sometimes make an account and then never go back again. So I might have one. I don't know.
I'm mostly on Rumble.
Yeah, I'm barely on there. Like I have a tab open for it, but I never use it.
It is amazing.
I do have a Rumble account. I'm just waiting for my entire channel to sync on that account, and they said it'll take either a couple of days or weeks.
So this is what you actually do. This is actually how you can are you looking to make money off of Rumble?
Oh no, no, I don't
Okay. Then you
like
can link them
We
together.
do it for fun.
Hi, Pulp
Because I don't
Culture
link mine.
Republic. Pulp Culture Republic.
Yep, that's hey Pop Culture Republic.
Hello, I forget who that is. Like I sometimes like see people in the chat, but I don't remember who they are when I've seen them on panel. Like it's almost like two different entities, so I can't always remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bone and I are probably the same ilk that we only have a Twitter account, which is probably true. That hopefully, Bone, you and I still have our accounts in place, but if they've been suspended, we may want to pursue the other options that Raquel was talking about later on.
Right.
You know.
I would say
Yeah.
the good three, well, four, but Discord, you can't really find people easily on Discord. It's like a treasure hunt on there, really.
Yeah, you got to
Um,
get lucky and be invited to someone's server who knows a bunch of people you do to help you find them.
Yeah, it's like I said, like it's a treasure hunt on there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
it goes with businesses. It goes with businesses because and other websites.
Plus,
Yeah,
the FBI
so-
does really stupid shit on Discord.
Example,
so I would say the best options will be
on
Getter,
Discord,
Minds, and
there is
the
a
new
website called
contender,
Wars, which is
Blue
in
Sky. Either of those three would um work perfectly. But Minds has been around for a long while, so Minds could be it. I have a Minds account, but have not used it in some time. From my understanding, Threads is like the Facebook version of Twitter. Okay.
I have a Gab account. That one, I don't know how you can get suspended from Gab. Like I've seen people test it out. They can say the craziest things, like I mean crazy things, and they won't get banned. I'm like, how? What? But that is the form that platform is a form of actual free speech. You can say whatever you want. You can post pretty much almost anything. And we'll accept certain things, of course, but it's
Right. Owen says, I want to start using Discord. Alrighty, we have someone who wants to get on Discord. Yay! Get on right on it, Bone.
Yeah,
Do it.
get on it,
Do
Bone.
it.
Yeah, do it with groups. Do it with groups, Bone. If you can find a group that you can adapt to, definitely join a group on Discord
Well,
because
definitely. If he's going to choose
you
us,
get,
definitely, of course.
of course, yeah. Find the group that's there.
Oh yeah, I do have a gaming Discord. It is a public Discord server. Uh, and I do if I do have a link for it. Just give me a minute here. Pop culture says, "Is Tumblr still around?" LOL. I didn't even hear
I
anything
don't
from
know. I,
Tumblr.
I have I have heard for Tumblr in like 5 years. Is that right?
So
About
it's been
5 years.
ages.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah. Subscribe to
Oh, I
Ranger
was
Steve. There's a YouTube channel. You can
cool.
uh or you can watch him on Rumble when he's talking about manly stuff on his Manorama podcast.
He
Now
puts
I
the
was
man
going.
in Manorama. Sorry.
Go
what?
ahead, Morgan.
He puts the man in Manorama. I was trying to be cute.
Did
for
you-
him.
Panorama.
Did you know that you didn't know this because I haven't told anyone, but I met someone at Target that was named Manorama.
No shit.
The lady.
Dang.
I'm
Really?
dead serious. I forget how you pronounce it, and it's an actual name. Yeah. And I said I was with Gary and I think we were picking up Legos. I don't know. But we were I said, "Yeah, I have a show called Manorama." And she's like, "What?" So she's been watching the show.
Nice.
Yeah, I was shocked.
Cool.
That is so cool.
Pop culture said, "Yeah, Tumblr probably not a good alternative to Twitter." LOL.
For some reason, I assumed
No,
that Tumblr was like Reddit. That's what I thought. So I don't know.
that's what I thought too.
I mean, I could be wrong, obviously. Because
Yeah, that's very cool.
I thought Tumblr was like how do you say this website? D- how do you say it? Divine art something, Devon Tart or something like that.
I thought it was a place where people just posted questions and posted funny videos and.
No, it's a website you can. Yeah, it's the very largest online art gallery community.
Oh,
Um,
deviant art.
yes, thank you, thank you,
Weirdly
Moira.
enough, I've even heard about that.
Yeah,
Wait, am I on DeviantArt?
it's the largest online art gallery and community. You can post your unique art stuff on there.
I feel like I should Google and find out if I actually have a DeviantArt account. Like, do I? Like, maybe? Shit.
I do.
Shit. I
Kinda
need to-
Yeah,
like
you could.
but I can't change. They said I want to change my name on there, but they said that I have to wait 6 months to do that.
Okay.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's supposed to be a nice site for up and coming painters and artists and artisans that want to. I've heard it too, Moira. And it's a major site that promotes up and coming artisans, painters, drawers, and so forth, writers, to submit their works to different galleries around the world, as well as museums and so forth. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
it's
I
a
gotta
nice
go to
place.
see if I have an account. Because I might have made an account like 10 years ago and just didn't remember. Like,
I don't know
We
how
all
old
know
mine
who you-
is. Let me see. How old is my account? I have to
We all know
I
why
had
people
Model
use
Mayhem
Tumblr.
for a while. Completely forgot about that.
I have to look.
Yeah, it looks like Pop Culture Republic remembers it too. He remembers DA. Yeah. direct arts. Yeah.
I'm going to be seeing possibly Back to the Future in theaters and Army of Darkness in theaters.
Holy cow! I've been on there for 10 years.
Wow. Yeah. Hey, Steve, I'm
Yes.
gonna let you know. I'm gonna let you know right now. My
Uh
wife
oh.
and I saw Evil Dead Rises. Don't go see it in the theater. Wait till it comes out on DVD if you still want to see it. It doesn't have
Okay, so
Ash in it. It doesn't Evil Dead Rises.
so I actually own it. I'm not going to say how I
Oh,
own it.
okay.
I actually liked it.
Really?
I because here's the thing. Because they for years Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell wanted to retire Ash character. They felt like his character has been done. It's his chapter's done, and I'm kind of glad they didn't. At first, I was like, I hope he does a cameo like he does a lot of Sam Raimi movies. But how they, I'm not gonna. If anyone hasn't seen, I'm not gonna spoil it because there might be some people who haven't seen it but want to. But
Right.
with the book is what interests me a lot watching it, and they set it up to where they can actually make more because of the book.
Huh.
That was the smartest thing. That's how they could do it without having Ash in it. And I'm like, you know
I
what? They
I would
saved
have
it. It's
loved
a whole
Ash.
lot better than the remake.
Yeah, but I would have loved to have Ash be in it, even if it was for a
I
few
know.
seconds. I mean,
I
all he
watched
did
Ash.
is a voiceover on the phonograph. Come on. I
I
mean,
know.
come
Hold on,
on.
hold on. I got some. You'll like this. I'm gonna bring out an action figure. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, Pop.
Oh yeah, when you catch up on
Pop
the
Culture said Tumblr was like a beefier
chapter,
version of LiveJournal. For
I
those who
vaguely
remember
remember Live Journal.
LiveJournal, people put their art on Tumblr. I
uh,
don't know what
Live
Pop
Journal,
LiveJournal
Live
is.
Journal
talking
is
about
like a
Tumblr.
blogging place, but
Probably.
you can kind of put up your artwork as well
Hmm.
and kind of put stuff with it. Like I didn't use it, but I vaguely do remember it. But I'm also old enough to remember MSN Messenger and Yahoo Chat and shit. So, eh. Although they probably still have Yahoo Chat, I haven't had it in a long time. But I remember MSN Messenger. Man, I was trying to get myself in trouble with that.
Yeah, it's still around. I can still log into my account, which is
Yeah, I
like
could
10
not
years
find
old by the which is like 10 years old by the way. uh yeah, so I can still log onto there. Remember Quibbly? Most people don't. I don't. What's
I
Quibbly?
yeah, I don't remember. I don't. That doesn't sound familiar to me. I feel bad. He's got a stunt
I,
on
I
him.
think I think Quibi was a beta version of. I might be wrong, but it might have been a beta version of Yahoo. I think. It's very old though. Quibi is.
Older than
Yeah.
MySpace?
Damn. I looked it up. I still have my MySpace account. I don't use it, but I found it.
Oh
Dang.
You
no!
guys remember dial up?
Dang!
You know what? Now I want to go
Oh,
find it.
dial up? Oh no!
It- It's like a little time capsule. So I'm kind of curious.
I mean, my original YouTube account, which I still have, my very private one, it's from 2008.
Dang girl.
Yeah, that old. So almost like the time where YouTube started to kick off.
Right.
Well, I found this might explain a lot. I found this PC. Well, actually, my wife and I found. She mostly found it, but this PC I own is an Intel. Still has an Intel inside. It's an HP Elite Book, which used to be in offices 15 years ago. So the PC I'm using, even though it's been updated with the latest Windows 10 and so forth, is still 15 years old. The PC I'm working from. So that could explain a lot.
MSN Messenger. How about ICQ? What is
Oh,
ICQ?
Never
oh
heard of
my
it.
God, I see Q pop. Oh, yeah. That was when we used to have. Well, I
Mike's getting out again.
girls
Uh-oh.
remember we used to have things like ICQ, lines. There was ICQ was a very early primitive form of Messenger before we even had Messenger. So yeah, don't have it anymore. Yeah,
Uh-oh. They cannot find my.
yeah. Bones said it was a streaming service. ICQ. Yeah, that's true.
All
Yes, it
right.
was.
Pop culture said, I remember you journal, live journal, and then MySpace. And about that order, you journal and live journal were kind of big for blogging. ICQ was an instant messaging service. I don't even know anything above that. I vaguely remember MySpace. I didn't really got on to AOL, but by the time I did, Facebook was kicking off, so I just went on there instead.
Yeah, my wife's been doing Facebook at least 2 years longer than I have. She started way back in 2008. When I
I
first came
don't
out,
know how old is my original account. I mean I have two accounts. I have my one for my family and I have one for my friends.
well, my
Silence.
I'm still here.
accounts, yeah, I had two YouTube accounts. One I started way back in 2006, and then the second one I started about 5 years later, which was the Mikey's Use for, or no, I'm sorry, 10 years later of the Mikey's Use one. So I had one for a long time, and then when I got married, I put the Mikey's Use one together. That was 7 years ago. I did that second one. But yeah, Facebook, I started in 2010, March 1st, and that's where I met my future wife, Suzanne, online. I didn't even know
Oh
her then, and
wow.
and yeah, and we've been a couple since then for 13 years. We only got married back in 2016, so we're 7 years married, but we're 13 years as a couple because of online meeting or early form of online dating, which whichever you want to call it. So it's a very cool love story. Yeah.
That is awesome.
Oh, thanks, Moira. And we like about the same things. She's a big horror buff, and I love
Awesome.
horror, but I also love sci-fi. And we both like. She loves Halloween time, and I'm a big Christmas guy. I love Christmas.
I'm assuming that Nightmare Before Christmas is like y'all's like anniversary movie.
Probably.
It's perfect. It's a perfect combination of the two.
It really is, yes. But we saw a great movie last year called Violent Night with David Harbour, who brought back the Hellboy franchise, and John Leguizamo, and it was freaking. It's our
But
new
wait,
Christmas
is that the
horror
movie
film now.
where Violent Night? Is that where they have like this Santa Claus turns out to be like an old Viking?
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh, I did see some of that. Oh shit, that was crazy.
that's
Ah,
awesome.
okay. It's from 2009. So yeah, my Facebook account is that old.
I could not find my MySpace. I think they shut it down. Darn it.
Oh, it's been gone for a while. I
Well,
definitely never
I found
do
it,
it.
but like I was looking up, I was trying to see it, but like a lot of the pictures when I'm trying to find the profile, it shows like a little logo of a broken photo or torn photograph.
Windows
Yeah, I remember at one
3.1 and
time.
DOS
Sorry.
on. I'm showing my age here. I remember Windows 3.1 and DOS on
And
PC.
DOS. It's DOS.
yeah,
It's
dog.
the support.
DOS. Okay, I
It's
wouldn't
the
know.
support for the operating.
Like
That's it's so old.
I showing my age here too. How young I am.
Yeah, I used to work in. Well, if we go back to the early '80s, you remember Beta? They had like the beta before VHS.
Oh,
They had that
Betamax.
Betamax. Yes,
Yeah,
my dad
yeah.
had that. Yeah, we also worked with a DOS. We worked with oh my gosh, like Linux, and there was another one which was started with an F.
I think some people still use Linux.
Yeah,
What's that? I don't know what that is.
Linux is like an alternate to using Windows, basically.
All right.
there was something else started with an F before Facebook.
I wouldn't even know.
I'm lost on that one.
The only ones I
Yeah,
know about was like MySpace and
yeah.
AOL. That's pretty much it.
I'm just showing my age with a lot of these old pop culture. Republic and I are definitely showing our ages with some of this really old stuff. And my wife went through it too. So there's a lot of old things. The other night, somebody was playing Doom. You guys remember Doom? Oh my gosh!
No.
Oh yeah, that's I saw the movie of it. I never saw the game, but I know that the movie with The Rock and some
Love
other
the
guy
game.
and huh?
Yeah, yeah, love the
Steve says
game.
he
Sort
loves the
of
game.
love the movie. Yeah, no, there were two movies. There was Doom and Doom Annihilation, which
Oh,
we've
okay.
seen both. Yeah, and the first Doom is okay. It's good. It has Carl Urban, and The Rock.
Oh yeah, Carl Urban. That's right. I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
him. He is great.
Oh yeah. Well, he makes a great Dr. McCoy in the Star Trek
He
reboots, though.
does. You're right.
I love him in that.
I thought he
Yeah,
was
old school
fantastic
too.
in Red too.
Yes.
That was the first place I actually took note of who he was, like, and actually pieced it together.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, Pop Culture Republic, old school Doom. Uh, unfortunately, I've been married twice before, and the first ex-wife and I actually completed the entire game, and it took us like 6 months to complete it, the whole
Oh, that's
thing. Yeah, well, that's where you get 100% on every single level. You get every single item. You find every single hidden door or hidden wall. Just all that.
that's
So,
impressive.
yeah, that's
That's
whack.
homework.
But it was fun. Yeah, just whack though. So I might be making pop culture Republic size boggle like, whoa, somebody else knows this? Oh, scary.
I want to know. Only game system that I played as a kid was the Super Nintendo SNES. That's pretty much it. Anything earlier than that, I wouldn't know.
It is okay. Do not fear, Ricardo. Let's
Oh
move.
yeah, and
I'm sorry.
Pop
Pop
says
reminded us about Riddick,
Car
The Chronicles of Riddick. Yes,
I
Carl
did not
Urban
know
was
that.
cool as Lord Facco
Oh, I
Baco,
do.
SP
Oh,
yeah,
I do
Baco.
remember.
question
Yeah,
mark in the Riddick movie.
yeah. I
Yes.
forgot. Yeah, he was like the right hand man to the queen or some shit.
Well, to the king.
Oh,
Yeah.
the king. Okay, it's been a long time. I'm sorry. I knew he was right hand man to somebody. I just don't remember.
Yeah, he had a real shaven head, and yeah, it's Lord Vaco.
Are you is it like isn't
That was
Vin
the Chronicle
Diesel the
Riddick. We
main
own that one.
character in that movie?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I know which one you're talking about, but I haven't really watched it though.
Yeah, it's been a while for me.
The Lord Marshal.
I think that's what he was in the movie. The one guarding the king.
When you met Mike, when you
Yeah.
Mikey, is
Lord
that how you say
Marshall.
it, Mikey?
Yes.
Some people say like no, it's Mickey, but Mikey. When you mentioned Doom, the second movie, I looked up the cast. I have a friend that's in that movie, and I didn't even
Oh,
know.
really? Wow,
Yeah, I
that's
Really
don't
awesome.
act with them
awesome.
anymore.
Share screen and show us.
It's oh, how do you do images?
That was the
This
main
was
baddie on Chronicles of Ridrick, says Pop.
yes.
This guy.
Raquel.
Oh, gotta go down. Hold on. There you go. Boom.
That guy.
All right, looks like a charming
Oh,
looking dude.
Clayton Adams. Okay. Cool.
I don't
So
recognize
he was
him.
in Doom Annihilation.
Yeah. I might
Was he
check
one
it
of the
out.
Was he one of the soldiers in that Rancor, Steve?
I haven't seen it, but I'm guessing just with the way he looks, he would probably be one of the soldiers. Um,
Yes.
I only
Okay.
I only hung out with him a few times. Really nice guy.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh wow, he even
Right
did
on.
stealth. I remember about that stealth plane. Yeah, that was a great film too. Stealth.
I don't think I saw that. What
And
else
then
was
he
he
was
in?
in Angels Fallen, so I was like, sweet.
Oh, that is cool.
I used to have his number. I don't anymore. And no, nobody come DM me asking for all these people I know as there's numbers because I don't have it. I changed my number.
Don't worry, we don't
And
do
they would.
that.
It's been like 10 some years. They're not even gonna remember me. Like,
Well, I'm sure that's not true, but no, we're not tacky like that. We're not going to hit you up and
Mm-mm.
talk to somebody else.
Mm-mm.
well, when I mentioned that on a show, another show
What
I'm
was?
on or used to be on, I said I had dinner with Robin Williams and George Lucas at one time. Someone in the chat asked, "Do you have Robin Williams' number?" I'm like,
No. No,
and
they
then they
didn't.
asked, "Do you have George Lucas's number?" They bombarded me ever
Oh my
since then. Do
god.
you have this person's number? I was like, "No, I don't have their number." Like,
All right, good night, Pop. Thanks for coming by.
Lots
You
of
have a good night. Hugs.
Can I pop? What's your report?
Out of curiosity, have you if you're having trouble with your Wi-Fi, have you tried possibly like plugging it into the computer like with the line?
Yeah, Myra. We don't have necessarily a plug-in connection for it. This is
Okay.
supposed to be the best that we were given. It is StreamYard that doesn't like the Wi-Fi. They more prefer the plug-in internet router. We're on a limited budget. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, I can understand that.
Mm-hmm.
have you tried restarting the router? Sometimes that helps.
Well, we don't have the routers, Steve. What we have is
Oh,
it's okay. The company is Virgin Mobile, and Virgin Mobile has a Wi-Fi router which is built into our apartment. You know, it's wireless,
oh,
so we can, yeah, it's plugged in like a normal thing, but but we have a way to, you know, the Wi-Fi speed is supposed to be good. I think it's just our computers. I really do. Like I said, my computer is 15 years old, even though it has
Oh
some of the
boy.
updated software. Yeah.
Okay, never
So
mind. We just found the problem. Holy shit.
yeah, my Intel processor is a piece of crap.
That's impressive. It's impressive that it's working this well for being 15 years old. Holy cow.
Like
Yeah, right.
my electronics in my house are not even that close that to an age.
Raquel, you
Well, you
feel
just
like you're
found.
having like an emotional breakdown. I'm like, what? The way you sound, you just like, what? Who? How? Dude, I had a computer that was like
Well, like
20 years old.
the latest product I would have is like at least 5 years old, and that's pretty much it to like get a new one. Like,
Raquel,
but
that's
10 years,
old.
wow.
That's
It is.
5 year old. 5 years is a very long time. You need to upgrade.
I
Just kidding.
did.
I'm kidding. I had to get a
I'm u-
computer to do all the
like this
streaming stuff.
laptop I'm using. It's I got it from last year, so it's like barely a year old.
Yeah,
Mine is
I think
custom built, so I don't know what to describe it as.
You're fancy. You're posh.
Moira's
Oh yeah.
Moira's very fancy. Yes, she is.
Wait, you have a custom computer and you have no idea what it is?
I I can go ask, I guess. Hold on. Like I don't like
You don't
like
have
that's
to go
the
ask. I'm just
processor.
shocked. I'm like, what?
Well, I mean, we used the case of it, and a bunch of parts from like different companies was shipped to us
Oh,
and it was built.
so
So,
so you okay? So you have a build. That's cool.
yeah, that's why I can probably go find out what the processor is, I guess. And oh my,
I'm gonna be building a computer soon for editing, and it's gonna be
nice.
sweet.
I
Gonna be
want to get into
nice.
PC games, but I am not building my own PC. I am not much of a tech whiz. Okay.
Talk to my producer. He'll give you every information you need. He builds computers. He's a whiz. He's like wizardy on that stuff. I can build a computer.
And like
I remember in college, someone gave me $5,000 back in like 2009, and they're like, just build me a computer for editing. And I built him like the craziest, ridiculous thing possible. And I pocketed about $2,000. He's like, the rest is yours. Whatever's left. I was like, okay.
yeah, like my friend, like I wanted to get a PC, but I'm not, again, I'm not a tech whiz. I have no clue how to build a PC, and there are really delicate parts to the
Okay, I'm
PC.
going to try to convey that.
And so hold on, wait.
Sorry.
And my friend was like, I'd just rather just get the PC custom built. And my friend's like, no, don't get the one that is custom built. That was the worst thing you can do.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
It
what am
is.
I supposed to do now? Either get the pre custom built one or build it the one
Oh,
himself. Like, since I'm not that much of a tech
It's,
whiz, I'd rather get the custom built one.
oh, he's
I
wrong. I thought, what were we gonna say, Moira?
I think he said the processor is an AMD Ryzen or whatever it is, 5700G.
Okay, that's not bad.
And so I was sitting here trying to memorize exactly what he said. I'm like, hold on, let me try to do that. So that's what I think. That yeah, okay.
Oh,
So
that's pretty good.
well,
yeah,
see what we're trying to do is save up. What we're trying to do is Suzanne and I are trying to save up for at least a couple of PCs that will be within. I would say within a 5 year plan. Like say that might have came out back in 2018, possibly 2019. We just have to be able to afford them, and that's the thing. We have to find some good priced, PCs out there that are going to be able to accommodate, not just our Wi-Fi, but also like every other program we work with. So,
So
you know,
here's a
that's the
question I have for
question.
you. I have a question for
Yes.
you because now you're in my ballpark. What is it that what for like computer for like it's probably a PC that you want to get, right?
Yes. Well, we're looking for an affordable PC, Steve. Okay, but something that you know, I, I mean, what would be like a year range? Because I know, obviously, mine is just way too old. But and that's putting it mildly. But yeah, oh yeah, it's the worst sign. Yeah, no problem. But I'm just saying, if we wanted to find something a bit newer, say, okay, probably within a 5 year time frame or maybe a 7 year time frame, what would you suggest?
So, well, what is it that you would do on the PC? Would you do like gaming, streaming, like?
Well, what I do now is I play 2 games on Facebook. My wife also does, and then I work with the streaming because my computer's the only one that has like its own built-in, uh, old camera and the built-in default microphone. So
Okay. I'll send you my email in the private chat and then you can email me. I have an HP. It's about $800, but it has like I got it last year, but it has like good enough stuff to where I can stream. I haven't tested out film editing yet. I think it'll do okay. But I can send you my email. You can email me when you to get more information, and I can talk to my producer who I've known for a long time. He knows computers probably way better than I do, and I trust what he has to say. so I can talk to him and we can help you find a reasonable computer for if it's like 5 years old, like what is a good like brand and all that stuff. So
Okay. Well, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Just leave your email. I'll write it down, and then we'll see what we can do. Like I said, we're right now we're budgeting, just trying to save on certain things,
Yeah.
and so forth. So yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah. Thank you.
Because it's like you when it comes to computers, I'm not a big Apple person. I it's way too easy friendly for me and there's no real customization for it. So I use mainly PC for editing. And
Okay.
I would you for me I would need something a little bit stronger, but if you're doing like simple like streaming and gaming, you can do if it's not crazy gaming, you can do a pretty reasonable computer for that. Um and if you get a PC like a desktop, it's easy to add things to it and you can build off of it, which ends up being a lot cheaper down the road. But yeah, it's I don't know. It just varies depending on what it is. Like if someone's like, if you do blogging, just get like a simple, like easy $200 computer, and you're good. You don't really need much power for like journal or blogging. But if it's a little bit more advanced, you're gonna spend something a little bit. But yeah,
Now, what if you were a PC that does gaming while live streaming, um, and creating stuff? What do you get? Like some specific PC for that? That I'm
we
assuming will cost a little bit more,
what when you say creating things, what do you mean?
like video stuff, like art.
Like editing and all that stuff? Like
Yeah, like art and stuff like that.
um, you would it pretty each company has different pricings. It depends on when you're in that situation, you have to look at the graphics and the RAM and the space for it. Like
Hmm.
sometimes like you'll need a computer that can handle streaming and gaming at the same time so you
Hmm.
don't kind of freeze up and everything. You don't
Right.
have to go and buy Alienware. That's an Apple gimmick thing. You're just buying the name brand rather than the computer itself.
And pretty green
Um,
lights.
yeah, it's a fancy like my computer. I can boost mine up a little bit, but it just depends. Like if you're doing heavy, do it. Like if I for me, I would be doing 4K editing. I would need like almost an insane amount of cr- stuff put into it. Like I don't know, like 32 gigs of RAM and all these crazy things, but I would have to build it. If you're doing like gaming on Discord, StreamYard, or wherever you're going to be, you can do it pretty reasonable. You can do it probably around like 500, but like that, it'll last you a while. So you'll make your money back in the end. And if you take care of it, um, yeah, I use HP. Um, there's other companies that do the same thing. I don't think really a name like the company name matters as long as you can actually perform what you want to do. Really,
Hmm.
um, like my computer is pretty much just for streaming and simple things. But eventually, I'm gonna want to upgrade to something where I can edit. Like if we're doing short films or any of that stuff, I would take crazy amount of information on a computer. I hope that helped.
All right.
Again, my producer, Goatfather, he knows that stuff better than I do. Like he would be like, "Oh no, you need this," and I'm like, "What? What are you talking about? What
I
language are
I
you
got
speaking right now?"
I got your Gmail, so thank you, Steve.
Yeah,
We'll
no problem.
we'll see what we can do, and then if we need some inquiries, we'll definitely email you. Okay, let you know.
Yeah, computer
Yeah.
like I'll be like they consider it like 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 have you heard? I'm gonna use one word and everyone's probably gonna freak out, but like food porn. Like if you watch like food videos and you're like, oh my goodness, you can't stop watching it. Like
Right.
Foodgasm.
computers, like
Yes.
the what?
Food gas.
Foodgasm.
Hell
That
yeah.
I like that. That's even better. I like that whole
That's when you
better.
find that's when you find
I'm
some really
into
good food. Food gas.
my whole thing is I'm computers. I will dive into that like crazy. Knives and guns. Those are the top three things.
Heck
I'm
yes.
like photos of knives. I'm like, you can't get me off this now, especially on Pinterest. I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
oh my goodness. I only got on
Yeah,
Pinterest for food recipes. That's it.
anime stuff, really. That's really
Yeah.
about it.
Like
Girly stuff.
Ain't nothing
Okay.
wrong with it.
it's yeah. Like
Hey,
it's I
Raquel,
will look.
Raquel.
Hmm.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
going to ask, what your anime? Which anime is that on your avatar?
Right here. This is Kefla. She's a combination of two characters, and she is from Dragon Ball Super.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have a niece. Her name is Monique, and she went to her first Comic Con as a dressed up as one of the characters from Sailor Moon. She
Oh,
loves
how
Sailor Moon.
Ah,
cool.
nice.
Yeah, yeah. She showed us a picture a couple years ago. It was beautiful. I was like, wow.
What color? Like, you said one of the Sailor Moon characters. Which
Yeah,
color theme
I
was
think it was
it?
the blue one. I think it was the blue one.
The
The
blue
blue
one.
lady. Yeah.
So
Blue lady.
Sailor Mercury, I guess.
Yes. Yes. Sailor Mercury. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was like, wow. Yeah. She had a nice blue dress. Everything. It was just beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. Some time ago I went with a friend. We went to see it's not there anymore. It's been gone since 2010, I think it was. We went to the Star Trek experience over at the Las Vegas Hilton there in Las Vegas, Nevada, and we got to drink at Quark's Bar, which was from DS9. A great representation of it. And no, we didn't see the that big walrus guy mourn, but but it was a female. It was one of the Dabo girls that was acting as a stand-in bartender. It's too bad we didn't see Quark himself or somebody representative of Quark. But it was fun, and yeah,
I haven't been to a Comic Con in a few years.
I don't think I've ever been to one.
They're fun.
yeah,
I think there was like a miniature one here in Midwest City, so I went with that. But
and they
I wouldn't go during the dog days of summer though.
that's it's a bit much.
yeah.
Did that once, like, phew.
Well, we have that. Uh, I used to live in Arizona for a very long time, and they have a place down there in Phoenix called the Arizona Science Center. And I was there with a friend to see the first Star Trek reboot that J.J. Abrams had made. We went down there to the exhibit. We were there for almost 6 hours. That was a lot of fun. Then I went by myself to go see the James Bond experience, and I was there for exactly 6.5 hours. And I became an official member of the James Bond fan club, the worldwide spy network for everyone who knows everything about James Bond.
Hello, hello,
Nice.
Fletcher.
Hey, Fletcher. Comic
Hey,
Con is not
Fletcher.
about you got this about comics.
Yes. And that's if you're still looking for Action Comics #1 of Superman from 1951, if you can find it.
Those really old comic books are like super fucking expensive.
Oh, yes, they are.
Yeah, and good luck at getting one that's like in mint condition. It's gonna cost you. It's gonna cost you a pretty penny.
Yeah, I think I think the one that the guy that's in Simpsons, the comic book guy, I think he undervalues most of those comics he has. I think he really does. I know that's probably just for parody and fun, but still, I mean,
Like yeah, the first comic book of Superman came out like in 1939.
1939. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's that old.
Dang, girl. She had that right offhand and knew it and everything. Dang, girl.
Woo!
Oh yeah, like I'm not I love Marvel and DC comics, and I mean the old versions of DC comics and Marvel. I don't mean the new ones, not the current stuff. No, I like the old school stuff. Um,
You should check out my stream I did,
I'm not
Raquel.
very I'm not very knowledgeable on the comics because there's just so much history there, and like honestly, I don't
Oh,
know where to start. To be honest, I guess
oh yeah,
from the beginning.
right.
But yeah, like there's a whole lot of
Well,
content from
right. Well,
decades and
my
decades and decades
oh
of
sure. Well, my stream
stories.
was no, that's okay. My stream was mostly about the movies, what they call the MCU, which is the
Mm-hmm.
Marvel Cinematic Universe, and
Mm,
then you got the DCEU, which is the DC Comics Extended Universe, and then
right.
you've got the other third one, which nobody liked because I ran a poll about these three different companies, was Dark Horse Comics, which did the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, Fever Vendetta, a lot of those, other, I guess you call them like artsy type of, you know, comic book movies. And then, there were a few others, different ones that, once or twice came out with a certain kind of, shall we say, I guess, like comic book type film. And, yeah, most of the people like the DC Extended Universe. They're all about Superman and Batman and Flash and Wonder Woman,
Yeah,
Aquaman.
I'm more familiar with the movies and some of the
Oh,
television
excuse me.
series with Marvel and DC. That's more I'm more familiar with that. I'm not that too much familiar with comics because there's just like decades upon decades of history up on there.
Yeah, well, if I had started collecting comic books, my brother Philip would have torn into them, or might have ripped them or something.
Oh,
Especially if
dear.
they were valuable. Yeah, he messed a lot with our Star Wars characters we used to have. I mean, we had
Man, I would put
Chewbacca,
him up for adoption.
Solo, all of that. Yeah.
Yes, please smash that like button and share the stream out. I appreciate you all. Hugs, hugs. Thank you so much, Bone. You're
Yep,
being
yeah.
mm-hmm. Bone's being
Yeah.
a good little kitty.
Indeed, he is an MVP kitty.
Mm-hmm. VIP.
He,
In-
yeah, I see his MVP kitty. I see his kitty down there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Meow. I don't know where my little kitty went, but she'll be back eventually. She always does.
Aw.
Like when I go to sleep, she'll like crawl or like slowly walk right near my face where I'm sleeping. Like, excuse me, can we go a
my
little
cat Bob
breathing?
loves to walk on my stomach and my chest, and I'm like, I can't
Excuse
breathe.
me, can you give me a little breathing room?
Right? The cats want to smother us with their love. Yeah,
Late night when I'm sleeping, though.
right?
Yeah, sometimes she likes to sleep on me too, and like I can't move.
I cannot have my cat up on my stomach and chest. It makes it very hard for me to breathe.
How
No,
old is he?
she doesn't get on my chest or anything
Bob,
like that.
Bob
If
does. She's trying to kill
if
me.
I sleeping on my side, she'll sleep on top of my side.
Well, I
How old
have
are
to
your
sleep on my
cats,
side,
girl?
otherwise she will climb on me.
How old are your cats, girls?
My cat Pumpkin is 12 years old.
I think my
Oh,
cat Bob is
Pumpkin.
13. I think Socks might be 10 years old. And Dankers, I think, is only about.
Wow, some older babies.
Yeah,
How
baby
old?
Older
Dankers
babies.
is like two,
How old is Dankers?
like two, maybe 1.5, 2 years old.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
And he's the goodest boy.
Oh yes.
What? What? The other cats are naughty?
No, he's the goodest boy, and Socks and Bob are girls,
Oh, okay.
and they're the goodest girls.
Deja vu. Deja
Yes,
vu.
her female cat's name is Bob.
Yes,
Deja.
we
Come
weren't
here,
sure if she was a
Deja.
boy or a girl when she was first born, but she had unusually large paws for her size. We thought her mom must have hooked up with a bobcat or something. So we called her mom.
Uh-oh.
Turns out she's just a really fluffy cat with some really fluffy
Maybe she's
paws.
part Maine Coon.
She does look like she could be. Like we don't know where she would have found where her mom would have found that, but
Hold still, baby. It's okay. Okay. I'm not trying to scare her. Okay. Oh, sorry.
Aww.
Ow.
yeah, you got a light behind it. Yeah, there you are.
Yeah,
Hey,
she doesn't want to be
Sorry, buddy.
held.
She's
My
right
cat's
there.
the same way. She doesn't like to be held for too long.
She's right
yeah,
there.
Socks got upset when I picked her up. She was like, "Hey,
She loves to
Beyond."
cuddle, but she doesn't like to be picked up. Hey, Ipion.
Her and hugs to you.
Sorry about that.
Hugs, hugs. That's okay.
That was deja vu. Yeah, that was deja vu. Sorry about that.
He's like, lick me down.
Yeah, well, she got my nose. She went, and I'm like,
Wow.
I'm glad you got to see her. But like I said, she's on my. That was really her there, but she's on my avatar there. So yeah, so there we go.
Aw.
That's her right there. Yeah, and my wife also. We were talking about painters earlier. My wife paints the black cats, our black cats, and on one of them she has a cape around the cat. Yeah, just above me. Yeah, just above me. And then also she has one walking and one that's I suppose right behind me. So
Welcome back, Rick. Steve.
It's good
sorry
to be back.
about that, Deja. Mwah. Uh, whew. Look back, Steve.
Oh, it's good to be back.
Here's my kitty.
Oh, pretty baby.
Pretty
It's taking
baby.
over the world.
She's the cutest pumpkin. Oh,
Pumpkin. Kitty.
Oh, that's Pumpkin. Oh, she's
This
just
one
sweet.
nuzzle her
Yes,
little
she
face. She's so cute.
is. Yep.
And you got Curious Kitty.
Ooh.
Curious Kitty.
Curious.
Oh, that's
Curious kitty.
beautiful.
Mm-hmm. And I got this little leopard kitty.
Oh, that is adorable.
Ooh.
That's adorable.
Yeah,
It
that
would
was
give me
very
allergies.
adorable.
And I also have this one with me and my kitty.
Aw,
Funko
that's
Pop.
Oh,
cute.
oh, how cute.
And I got like a Yitzy Lovins did this avatar for me.
That
Super
is
Saiyan
lovely.
Kitty.
I love it.
Yay! Super Saiyan. Yep.
I was checking my TikTok and man, they didn't
Hey,
remove
Apion.
the video. Hey, Apion. They didn't move the video, but they
Hello.
shadow banned the shit out of it. It's only had like
Dang.
only 47 views. So it tells me I'm probably right to post that.
Hey,
More than
Apion. I've seen
yeah,
some of
more-
your streams.
Hello.
How you
Is
doing?
that a?
Great.
How are
Oh,
you, Bacon?
there's two kitties in boxes.
Oh,
I
there
don't.
it is.
And first will hug emoji with little heart in the background. I don't know why StreamYard doesn't show uh the emojis on StreamYards.
Yeah, Bone is showing the shelter in and then the chill cat. I know that chill cat is a little kitty cat peeking out of a box. I've memorized that, but I don't
Hmm.
necessarily know what the other ones are.
Same thing as the cat looking out of the box.
Oh, okay.
Well, there's three new things that StreamYard has started to do. When you come to your camera, you can touch up your appearance. That's brand new. And then in your settings, the new thing is you can reduce your mic background noise. That's something new also. And then there's
Mm.
also something you can do with your virtual background as well.
You know, I
So yeah,
would like
there's a
to
couple
know
new things.
like I have link tree for all my social links. So I wish like StreamYard would for example, let me show you here. Da-da-da-da-da. No, no, no. Da-da-da. Where is it? Oh, here you go. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Like this, I wish like they have some kind of like QR code picture and the picture of your profile um on StreamYards, and just all you need to do is with your phone just show it on screen. I wish StreamYards would have that.
I wish that StreamYard would begin to start working with Wi-Fi better because they seem like they're still ancient dealing with internet routers. I wish they would work with Wi-Fi.
Hopefully they will. Like I have, well, I don't know why, but it appears that Kick Beta doesn't work with
Steve,
StreamYards. It only works with Restream, which I don't really which I use, but I don't. Actually, no, sorry, which I have but don't really use.
and hey, Appian, we did ask
Hi.
the question about the fact that they changed Twitter to X. Elongated
Hmm.
Muskrat did that. So,
Yes.
what's your opinion about it? We all said how we felt, but what do you feel about it?
I thought it was like a practical joke or something, like some kind of just like trolling people. Like, yeah, it's X now. I didn't even know it was a permanent thing. I guess that's how far out of the loop I am. But it's pretty goofy of a name. Like, I just think of all the different songs and things like X gonna give it to you, and all these different
Yeah, they're
different
like
things that associate with X.
yeah,
Yeah.
like we were like joking like earlier, like are the tweets going to be called Zeet now? Zeet,
Yeah, Zeet. Zeet
Zeet,
with an
Zeet.
Xeet. Zeet. A conceit.
Excellent.
Excellent.
It's like Mr. Burns now.
Yeah, Send in the hounds.
It's definitely interesting. Definitely a weird choice of names. Just like in the works for a long time, and I just didn't pay attention.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I didn't. Okay. When I first found out that elongated muskrat was starting to lay off employees at Twitter, I was like, okay, wait a second, something's going on. He's doing something major, but he's just not. But he's it's like in poker. He's showing his poker face, but he's really hiding. You know, He's making it seem like he's got a bad hand, but he's got a good hand, or maybe something like that. And then all of a sudden, you find out he comes up with and calls it X. And practically every person that worked with Twitter before he took over is gone. So now he's got other people doing this thing. I just think it's
Uh,
ridiculous.
it has started to change. Like if you go onto the Twitter website, the logo has changed. Um, but are still parts of it that haven't really been changed yet. I would say with the days go on, it will be eventually be changed. Speaking with the phone app, that might be changed sometime soon as well.
Yeah, but let's put it this way: if you and I had both, if we both have free accounts on Twitter, it's more likely that yours and my account will be suspended or deleted because of that. Because they were
I
free.
don't. I'm not really sure. Like, all I know is that some people's accounts were suspended. Um, maybe some of them did, like S'more said, maybe they something they did get them in trouble, or there are some of them that they are have no idea why their accounts were suspended. But so far, if you're not verified, you're going to have limited tweets and little bit limited DMs. And if
Yes,
the verified user has their message DMs onto verified users only, you cannot message that person,
right.
unfortunately. So, yeah, they're really trying to push this Twitter Blue thing. In my opinion, and most people just don't want to do that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't want to switch.
You
That's the whole
only
problem.
I only use it on my phone. It looks exactly the same. Yeah, it hasn't really changed yet on my phone either. I'm assuming eventually it will at some point.
What
Well,
are the
no,
perks
we
of Twitter
were.
Blue?
What, Apian?
What's the perks of Twitter Blue? Like, what do you get for doing that?
Um.
I'm just curious.
Uh.
What's the perk?
What? I'm not. I don't really do. I'm not really sure. Frank or Steve, like what did you said earlier? You're muted, Steve.
I think you're muted. Yeah.
Anyways, gosh, I hate when I forget that I'm muted. I don't like. I live in the ghetto. You remember in uh the oh man, there's a movie and I forget what it is. Oh damn it, I should know this. But anyways, I live in this town. Bang bang. I live in the ghetto, but
In the ghetto.
in
In
the
the
ghetto.
ghetto. Yeah.
There we go.
Um,
Harmonize.
if you send a tweet out, you get 30 minutes to edit it.
Oh, okay.
And or
That's pretty
if
good.
you get if you leave a comment, you have 30 seconds to undo it and edit it,
Okay, that
which
is
is
pretty
really
cool.
clever. It's actually, I'll be honest, I'm not big on the paying services of any social media, but it's a lot of people are like, no, why are you paying and all this stuff? They'll complain. Honestly, buying into Twitter and paying the $8 or $11, I think if you're on, I don't forget what it was, but whatever the cost is, monthly cost, you have a lot of freedom and there's a lot of benefits. Like you can leave a comment and people will see it. Like I had 200,000 people look at one comment and like
So you definitely
I
get
don't
more
know. Like,
exposure and like
yeah,
okay.
it's definitely if you want to build your channel or your show or anything, it's a good outlet to use. I definitely would recommend it.
I think I might.
Um, it helps your stuff grow more. That's why my show grew a lot because of that, and because YouTube shadow banned me because I brandished a Han Solo movie prop gun, and YouTube is all like, nope. Like if you show a squirt gun on YouTube, it's like your channel gets the algorithm for your channel goes down a lot. So it's really hard for you to get more views. So when that happened, I was like, maybe we should go to Rumble. But there's a lot of benefits on Twitter when you pay, and the people who complain about people or make fun of people who buy into it, I don't think understand how beneficial
Hmm.
buying into. I'm not sponsored by Twitter by any means. Um, if I was, hey Elon, send me some money and I'll sponsor you, or you can sponsor me, Elon. You can adopt me, but there's a lot of benefits of it, and it was really actually really good for me. There's a lot of positive to it, and yeah, it's you can do the where you can set up where people subscribe to your Twitter, and there's a lot of cool things that come along with it. So
Sure.
eventually I will go and buy my blue check mark because I'm all posh, whatever. But
Yeah, I've never looked
but
into it,
that
so it's good to know.
That's
it's like
that's the thing is that with Twitter now, as it currently stands,
Mhm.
uh, the, the transition, the way I understand it now, the transition is going to take at least I want to suffice I want to say at least a couple months to happen, because we did mention there's over 450 million people or so that use it,
Right. Like
and we're talking about different platforms too. Don't forget they
right.
can use
So
it
like,
on.
it's 450 million people. It's been around for a long time. Is there going to be a competitive um website that's going to be at the same length on Twitter eventually? Um Too early to tell at this point. It
Yeah,
could be either of these three choices. Getter, Minds, or the one that's really getting attention right now, Blue Sky.
right. Blue sky. That's,
All right, Bones. Thank you so much. You have a good night, kitty.
Bye, Bone.
Hugs.
hugs to the bone, kitty.
Mm-hmm. Moira sends your hugs too if she was here right now.
she'd also be like, "Prrr."
Mm-hmm. Yes, she would.
Meow.
But
Exactly. See,
yeah,
they're
like
all
it could.
combinations.
Well, we just have to see what happens at this
Yeah,
point. Um, and see if there's going to be something on the same wavelength with Twitter. I don't know. It's like I'll just have to wait and see what happens. Really.
Well, the X it stands for. If you notice with
yeah.
Elon,
I
he's
think
the biggest. What were you gonna say, Mikey?
I think for myself, because I think between us, yeah,
The Twitter twatter. I'll miss the little bird noise, I guess.
It's going to be a rocket ship. Well, I know with
SpaceX,
Elon,
right?
yeah. So a lot of his stuff it's always an X. Like his son's name is X. His X. If you type in X.com, it goes straight to Twitter.
Oh, because like
From what
SpaceX,
I
right?
understand, yeah,
Okay,
it's
gotcha.
even like one of his Teslas is called an X, and
God, he loves that letter.
And
but
yeah,
he's really
and he has SpaceX. He has SpaceX also. Yeah. So yes, his
Yeah.
he's
experimental.
that's pretty much what it is. That all this is very it's some
Next
people are thinking
experiment.
what he's doing is exploration.
Oh,
He's taking Twitter and he's going to make it into a banking also. It's like he wants to do an everything app where you have everything. Your
oh my God.
banking,
Yeah,
it's ridiculous of
like
what he's
Wolf
wanting
from
to
The
do.
Office.
Yeah.
It's all in one place.
And
All in
so
one
if
place,
you
but
type
how much bandwidth are we talking about, though? That's the
not
problem.
much.
Hmm.
It wouldn't for
To be
him maybe a
everything?
lot, but well, it's
So if
if you want to
hackers hack
have your
one thing, they get everything.
Oh,
well, no,
yes.
it's with him with Elon. He's gonna have it where it's your banking stuff. If you do it through his app, which is gonna be everything app, it's gonna be really impossible from what I've been looking into for you to hack. And with Elon, it's that yeah, I'll trust him on that with the tech stuff. Like this
Hmm.
dude, yeah, he's a lot smarter than what we think. he is, and he's just having
The
fun.
the only thing I would entrust him is, like you said, with encryption. He is probably the only person I know of on the planet Earth other than Bill Gates. Though I think that might be wrong now that Bill Gates has been hacked.
Yes. Oh,
but
I forgot he did.
but yes, but up until that, uh, Elon and Bill and a couple of other people too. You know, the guy from Virgin himself, Branson. You know, they were never hacked, and then all of a sudden it's like you know, and then Elon said, "Well, wait a second." You know, he talked to Zuckerberg over at Facebook, and then he talked to Gates, and he said, "Guess what, guys? I've never once been hacked." And he said, "How about you guys?" And Zuckerberg kind of nodded and kind of walked away
Mm-hmm.
a little bit,
I don't
and
want to talk about it.
which I remember, yes. And then of course he, like I said, he asked it of Bill Gates, and Bill Gates said, "Damn, yes, I know. I'm the richest man in the, one of the richest men in the entire earth, and yet I get hacked by a measly little guy from China." That's what he said. So I was like, "Oh fuck!" I was like, "Damn." Oh, Elon. Oh yeah, he's got a. Elon has this thing about encryption. That's the only thing
Yeah.
I would trust him on. Is that he has enough encryption, coding, uh, hardware wise, and software to stop any hacker. And if he can find an app that can guarantee that for me, I'm on board. I'm all there. Yeah, I am on there
I
with all that
think what
encryption.
I don't fully trust Elon, but I'll go along with him. Like, there's a lot of things. He's very, I don't know if coy is the right word for it, but he's very close to the chest on a lot of things that he does. But
He is
he's
a bit
very
vague
much,
on. Yeah, he's a bit
yeah,
vague on
vague would
some
be the
issues
best word.
too. Vague is a bit.
He's
Yes.
he's very much more
Yes.
of free speech. And Twitter, it's when he got Twitter, it was very like there's a lot of rogue people that still worked when before he bought Twitter, and I got suspended and nuked because of those rogue people, and it's so there's a lot still to work, but what he's done so far is kind of even out the like I don't want to get political, but he's kind of leveled out the playing field on politics in that, and he's kind of helped even people who aren't big on Twitter kind of get a little bit bigger or somewhat have a voice. And so there's a lot of benefits out of it. I left Facebook because it was very much just not what it used to me. Facebook was about you share pictures and all that stuff and you connect with friends, and then it became this like weird thing, and I was like, I'm out.
It's almost like
This is
TikTok
crazy.
now.
Yeah, I don't use TikTok because I don't
Me
want
neither.
China
But
to
yeah,
know what's on my phone.
yeah.
Which is pretty much
Yeah.
just me promoting Man
I
Around.
don't use TikTok. Yeah, I don't use TikTok. Like I said, my wife and I, we both use Facebook. We use a simple mail.com is what we use for mail. They
There
used
you
to have
go.
Hotmail, and
Yeah.
my Hotmail
Outlook.
accounts got into trouble. Yeah, Outlook. Uh, but now I just use simplemail.com, and it has an SSL encryption, which is nice at mail.com. And so, you know, I mean, knock on wood, we've been pretty blessed. We haven't been really hacked. But I mean, in past, uh, before we got together, yeah, there were instances where I had my whole YouTube channel, my first one, not this one, but my first one was hacked, and they had me down for like 2 whole months because they didn't believe that it was me. And I said, "Well, yes, this is my channel, but you know, it was a mess. It was a total mess." So, uh, yeah, I think that Steve and I could agree that we would only casually follow elongated muskrat. Like I said, if he can protect your accounts, everything that you own, like your entire identity, even. If you can get, if you can keep that completely protected, then I think you might have a shot. But that's,
Well,
but I mean,
here's the
we've had
thing.
McAfee,
Like,
we've had all kinds of, that don't quite work. Yeah.
if that's the case, um,
Go ahead, Rico.
why update the support thing on Twitter? Because that it itself is very frustrating.
The which one?
The support, getting help support with Twitter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Please update that,
Oh, it's a
please. That's
nightmare. It's a
Yes.
yeah.
nightmare.
Yes.
It's a
Yes.
Yeah.
yeah. Here's the beauty. I'm all about encryption. I there's a lot of nothing bad, but if I'm talking about my show, and let's say there's a lot of people that are already out for my show and out for me, because of what my show is based about, which isn't anything bad. It's just about men's health and like pro men. And there's a lot of people who are like, we
Of
want you done.
course, with
Men
this
bad.
And
today's modern
if
world, it will be like toxic masculinity.
yeah, and if they got a hold of my phone, it's like I want it to be encrypted because I talked to my producer. I don't want my there's a lot of people on my phone that are like, we don't want our information out because they give me information on film and everything. And so those would be kind of like my sources on things of like how I can keep up to film. Or my producer who's very private. He's like, good luck trying to find him, by the way. You're never gonna find him. But to me, my phone, I can set it up to where I can encrypt my phone. So if you turn my phone off and turn it on, you have 3 tries to know what the number is, or what code I put in. If you miss it by the third time, it erases everything on my phone. It factory resets it. And I love that. And I talked to Gary, who has an Apple phone, and a bunch of other people. And they're like, "Wait, can I?" They start looking on their phone. I'm like, "Can I do this?" I was like, "No, it's only an Android thing. It's very encryptive. So if I forget my number, I lose everything."
Oh
Oops.
shit! I
Oops.
will
Device
Yeah,
write
will
that down
self-destruct in
somewhere.
5 minutes.
but it
I,
erases.
I would I
Luckily, I
would
know the
write that
number.
down for sure,
Mm,
Steve.
yeah.
But I have it. So how I have a it's a number I know, and it's like no one else knows it, but it erases everything on the micro SD card, everything on the phone. It erases everything, and it just restarts the whole entire phone all over again. I love it. I
Yeah.
think phones should actually do that. I think people should have their phone set up to where if someone steals your phone and tries to get in to get your information, and you get like a 3-time try or 4 times or 1 time, and then they get the number wrong or whatever code you put in, it erases everything, but it backs your information up to the cloud or whatever it is that you set it up to. You're good. I think people, I don't think phones, tech, any social media, government, whoever should have that much leeway into your own private life unless it needs to, like a life and death situation or very important reasons why I don't want to name
Or
things. But
there are some websites that it require a second passcode.
yeah, but it's I if I go on a company, if I do it like a subscription or something, or if I'm on, I don't know, something that I know is like I'm very much against, but I want information like news information or anything. The password I pick, if they found out, they'd be like, "Oh my goodness," just to piss them off. I know they're never gonna know, but I do that. I feel good about myself. Like, my password. It's not you're not gonna like it.
Well, you
Have
could.
a good night, Fletcher. Thanks for coming. Hugs.
Hey, have a good night, Fletcher. Yeah. I was gonna say if you have a small little safe in your house, maybe that's where you can lock the safe, which has your most precious passwords. And then if you forget them, if
Fireproof.
something happens, yeah, it's fireproof. And then if you forget them, or if God forbid, if you become incapacitated to some degree mentally, you'll have that available to you. That might be something to consider.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have a drawer here, which I've got, all, piled all sorts of stuff on top of it. But at least I know that's where
Roboting a bit there,
my
Mikey.
You're
passwords
roboting,
will be
Mikey.
if I get all hacked up or,
Having trouble hearing you, buddy.
I don't know where they are.
Here's a question:
Oh,
if
so
someone
sorry.
gave you,
Sorry
Yeah,
about
it was
that.
just robotic. We couldn't hear some of the sentences.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay. Oh, no, I was
Well,
just
I
saying
couldn't
that
at least. Were you
I've
guys
got,
having the same problem? Yeah. I can hear it.
yeah. Is it better now? A little bit?
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
okay now.
Oh,
It
good.
has its moments.
It has its moments.
Mhm.
it's okay.
I'm sorry.
Temperamental, you know.
Yeah, it is. But
It
guys,
is.
I do have a Discord. And here's all my social links in this link right here. Discord, Instagram, Gilded, Twitter, Odyssey, Kick, Beta, and oh, I forget the other website. Oh, what was it?
Does this also contain
Rumble.
your
Yes, Rumble.
YouTube?
Rumble.
Rumble.
Yes,
Rumble.
Odyssey,
Okay.
Rumble, and Kick Beta will be coming soon. But you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, Discord, and Gilded. If you don't prefer Discord.
Okay.
And let me put that
And
in
of,
the
and of
chat
course on
for you
and of
guys.
course on YouTube and StreamYard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And as I told StreamYard representatives 3 different times already, please include Wi-Fi in your workings, please.
I always say, can you please include Kick Beta on StreamYards then rather than Restream? Thank you.
Yes, that's a good idea too. Yes. There we go.
Yep, I put the link in the chat and right there. You can
Yeah.
follow me
There
all
you
of my
go.
social links on there.
You're like a
How do
beautiful
you
tree.
how do you monitor like 8 different? That's just so many things. Respect
I'm
anybody
so
who has that.
confused right now.
Huh?
I respect anybody that can like control that many different like social apps and everything. That's amazing.
I do when I
I
can.
appreciate it.
I'm about to do. I'm updating my Discord thing. Instead of manually putting the links in, I'm gonna have a little Discord bot to do that for me. I just need to figure out how to program that.
Yeah, I only have a few. A lot of the ones you named, I've never really like kind of heard of. Like until today, like this is the first time I've ever heard of Blue Sky, or like I know I've heard of Odyssey, but I've never even like looked at that like before. There's a few. Just I guess I'm just out of the loop. I could barely run my Twitter and my YouTube. Just kidding.
Oh, hey, Steve.
Joke.
Steve, is
Yes.
Steve, is that
Yeah.
Chuck Norris behind you?
Oh yeah.
Chuck Norris. Yeah.
Yeah. He's my wannabe dad. I have 2. Okay, so I have
And your
Tom
mom's
Selleck
there.
and Chuck.
Your mom's there in a picture. Sarah Connor.
Yeah, Sarah
What?
Connor. Yes.
Dude, I've hit the
Freaking
jackpot.
chosen one. I love that
Tom
picture.
Selleck and Chuck Norris are my dads, and Sarah Connor is my mom.
I mean, who wouldn't want her as the
Growing
mom?
up, it was
You
Chuck
should.
Norris and Tom Selleck, and
Oh,
then as I got older, I realized
Or
Sylvester
or as we
Stallone
like
was
to
my
know
actual
her,
true dad.
Sly.
or as we like to know Sarah as Linda Hamilton.
Yes, but I realized that because I'm adopted, that I feel like my true dad is Stallone.
Hey,
'Cause-
dead
Oh.
man walking.
Slice of dead man walking. 55.
Hello. Hey, how are y'all tonight?
I'm doing good. How are you?
He's dead man walking. 55.
I love that
I
avatar.
can drive 55. It's more like it. But hey, it was fun in South Dakota get to drive legally at 80. That was fun.
Woo.
Just downloading some games on the PlayStation, some retro games, so I could return a $20 thing to Walmart and for about $6 get the same games on PlayStation. So hey, so I'm multitasking.
So
How
you
are
saved
you
money.
Yeah, I saved money.
Yes,
But thank you, Raquel. Good to see you as always. And Maura, you are look so lovely tonight, Maura.
I don't know if she's there right now.
I don't know, but a great, nice avatar.
She stepped away. She stepped away to help out feed her neighbor's dogs. I guess she's tending to them.
Yeah, she said that. She said that. Yeah, she did say that.
Yeah.
She'll be back. She likes to
She'll be
saunter
back.
off once in a while.
Absolutely. So, what have y'all been talking about tonight?
I
had to walk away, do some other things, and come back.
Twitter.
Tweet.
Everybody's
Yeah,
favorite.
just about Twitter. Change it to X. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wondering if my account's still there. Yeah,
other
I don't
night,
want to sign in
know.
and just say, woof, it's gone. Yeah, no.
Well, I think it was with Ampion the other night. I went on a rant because I think you were there with Hungry Boy Ampion, maybe. I like all of a sudden got limited on my DMs and like, what the heck, where did this come from?
I remember hearing you say some stuff about that. Yeah.
Yeah,
like Twitter,
we just talked about that.
Because they're pushing for Twitter Blue.
And, I don't mind that necessarily, but the thing was, somebody actually shared the message that went out, and my only problem was it'd be nice, how like sometimes you get this forced mails, like some things where you have to get it, but it was like in a tweet, and I never saw the thing, so so it was like a last second surprise too. But if you're going to change the terms of service, at least make sure it's delivered to every single body.
Hi, Moira. Welcome back.
Meow, meow.
Hey, kitty.
Meow, meow. And you look lovely tonight. I love your avatar, Maura.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I just came back from next door because they have, I don't know what kind of dog it is. One's like a black and white dog, and the other's like some type of a brindle pit. And it's the most tame things you've ever seen. Like, our cats boss them around. It's the funniest shit. And I had some leftover chicken, so I was like, here, doggies. And started, feeding the puppies.
That cat in your avatar definitely eats fancy feast.
I looked up Victorian cats, and I was not disappointed.
This would eat fancy feed, too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. I see that cat eating meow mix also.
Meow, meow.
Meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow.
I remember.
Are we doing show and tell of our animals right now?
I got my cat. We gotta show.
Am I the only one with a dog?
I have to show my
Might
kitty,
be.
my little pumpkin. Oh, she's
Dad
so
man, you got a dog or a
adorable.
cat?
She's so cute. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah,
Nope.
this is my deja vu cat, my 3-year-old. And she'll be 3 years old in December. My avatar, so.
We used to have cats, but,
3 of us have black cats.
Yeah, we love black cats.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
I love black
Mine's a little
cats.
tuxedo cat.
Hey,
with a little
it
bit of white
bugs
on
me
there.
that people think that they're such bad luck, and they're not.
That's such silly old 500-year-old superstition bullshit.
And that's why they're like the most cats they get looked over.
They get looked over, and also my mom would when I was little, one of our first cats I had when I was little was a black cat, and we named her Shadow. And my mom would always bring her in the house around Halloween because she'd always heard people do mean things to black cats.
Yeah, it's the general rule. If when for all rescue centers and pet adoption places, black cats, maybe even black dogs. I'm not really sure. You can't really adopt them in the month of October.
Yeah, it's Yeah, people are. I don't know what is wrong with people, but the dislike of cats, for one reason or another, has been around for like 1,000 years. They always think that like the cats are superstition, like they're like a curse or
Blame the
bad luck
Egyptians.
or
Like,
bring.
I remember this one time I was going to work. No joke. I saw a cat going across the house across the street to the graveyard, and it was like raining that day.
That does sound kind of ominous, but still.
Well, yeah, but like I didn't really care.
Did
I
it cross
didn't
your
really
path?
care. It's like
Right.
okay. Oh, okay. It's just a little cute cat crossing my path. That's all I thought.
It probably thought it could hide over in the cemetery and nobody would bother it. Probably what it said.
Right? I need some peace and quiet. I know it'll be quiet here.
Yeah.
All I heard was blame the Egyptians. What about the Egyptians?
Oh,
now?
because the cats, because they like didn't they like worship cats, and then you had
Well, yeah.
gods.
They mummified their cats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they did
Raquel,
worship
I just-
cats, and we're really no different. We still write on walls and
Yeah, I
worship
know that
cats
black
now.
cats get a bad rap.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Raquel, I don't know if you ever had an Egyptian on your show. You do now. I am Egyptian.
Are you?
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I am.
Blame Rancor.
I know, blame me. And I'm also Nordic, so I'm a Viking too somehow. I don't know.
Oh,
where
I
this
have
all
Viking.
comes-
I
Yeah.
have Viking blood in me.
Sir, how did
But-
you manage to be Viking and Egyptian?
Man.
Well, here's the thing. I'm also about like 80% Irish.
Those,
Well,
those
yeah,
guys
I'm
are some
mostly
world
The
travelers.
Irish part.
I
love
am.
it.
I'm Irish, German, Italian, a little bit of Polish.
Well, I'm like 0.003%
Ooh.
Egyptian. I'm going to own that.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense. That makes more sense.
So I do have like Viking blood in me.
Rar.
I'm Finnish.
Well, I have. Well, I found this out. I found this out a few years ago. My father's side of the family, that mine consists of French, German, Irish, and Iroquois Indian.
Huh.
Cool.
Iroquois.
Hey, Pana wannabe.
I can see it being like, yeah, I can see the French and the Iroquois because like the French came over and they did a lot of trading with the natives and stuff. So I could wrap my head around that.
Yeah, I had a
I'm
French.
blown away
Yeah,
by the Egyptian part.
yeah, I had a French ancestor. The way I found out was I had a French ancestor who paired with an Iroquois squaw, and a few of my families of Fourniers that live in Montreal, Quebec, come from that squaw. So that's
Yeah,
how
I
I was
don't,
able
I
to find
don't
out.
think you
some
can
of
say squaw anymore. I think it's considered not polite.
Mistress, maybe
Uh,
Iroquois princess, maybe
I would say side lady.
side lady. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what- because I like 20 or 30 years ago, I think you could say that word, but now I think it's considered disrespectful, is what I heard, and I was like, oh snap, I didn't know. Because I
Oh,
used to
yeah.
say, because I was telling the story of like my mom, when apparently she was part native, and she didn't really look it, but when word got around at school, because she went to like elementary school in the 50s and was like in high school in the 60s, and so
Yeah.
like yeah, segregation hadn't even ended yet. So when they found out that she wasn't completely white, she caught shit for that. And so that I was telling someone the story of that and used that terminology because that was the terminology I was told, and I was told that that was not something that's polite to say anymore. I went, my bad, sorry.
Well, yeah, my father's sister, they were both Fourniers, my father and his sister. Well, his sister married someone from the Navajo Nation there in Arizona. So
Okay.
yeah, so I understand when you said squaw, and I said, well, I live up here in Canada. I know some of the First Nations might say it, but they don't want. But they'll probably say it in private conversation. So if I say it to them, yes, it might be an insult. So I usually am careful about saying that.
I never realized that it was considered an insult. I didn't know. I didn't know what it actually
What's
meant.
an
or
insult?
anything.
Calling a native woman a squaw, but back in the back in the time when the French traders were going through Canada, one of my ancestors actually paired with an Iroquois woman. So I guess it's better to say that an Iroquois woman, an
Yes.
Iroquois girl. Yeah. So
I think I'd stick to the woman part. So it doesn't sound too bad.
woman's probably good. Yeah.
People got married. People got a little married young back then, so it's like, ooh.
Oh yeah, a lot. Yes, a lot younger. Maybe not quite Pocahontas young, but
Oh God, I hope not, because she was like 12 or 13.
yeah.
Yeah, Disney don't explain that
Yeah,
part.
yeah. Disney didn't really stick to the history part with that.
I mean, I guess I kind of understand because it would not look good for a bunch of little kids to see a 12-year-old girl get married. You know, that sends all kinds of wrong message.
As long as you put Mel Gibson, you're okay.
Uh,
Oh,
I didn't like at the time. I didn't know there was Mel Gibson as Will Smith. I didn't know at the time. I was just a
Wait.
kid.
You didn't know you Mel Gibson, Will Smith. What?
You didn't know?
You thought it was Will Smith?
No.
no, she said she didn't know any of those like famous stars back then, but she saw that.
Oh. I heard from Mel Gibson to Will Smith, and I'm like, I'm confused right
no.
now.
No, Will Smith is the character in Pocahontas Disney movie.
I did not know that.
That's not Will Smith.
She's thinking John Smith or
Oh, yes,
oh,
John
Joseph
Smith.
Smith.
Sorry.
Joseph
Oh my
Smith.
gosh.
Sorry.
Girl, you had me
Sorry.
fucking confused
John-
as shit.
It ain't.
Sorry. It's been a long time since I've seen
No.
that movie.
But that's a heck of a jump.
Yeah, John Smith is voiced by Mel Gibson. Yeah, John Smith is voiced by Mel.
See, I was correct on that. I got the first part of the name wrong. Whoops.
Okay, that
That's
threw me
okay.
off. I was like, trying to I was like, do you mean John Smith? I was like,
I was so confused right now. I'm like, are you okay? Do you need to see a doctor? Is
No,
everything
oh,
okay
hey,
over
Mel, do you
there?
smell burnt toast?
No.
You need Mel Brooks.
He left.
What in the wild world of sports is going on?
Oh, congratulations, Padawanami.
Whoopsie.
Yeah, he has he's had cats, but he's a dog person for sure. He says he has a puddle husky, 3 pit bulls, and a little Chihuahua Terrier mix.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
And a
Hey,
Was it a
partridge in a
poodle?
pear
Was it
tree.
a poodle or a puddle husky?
Oh no, I have a poodle husky.
You have the poodle
Combination?
Poodle husky. Okay.
Yeah.
That is epic
I
sounding.
got the name wrong. Whoops.
You have a picture?
Keep
What
rolling
does
his
he
name
look
out
like?
your
See
mouth.
if my dog wants to be on camera. Hold on.
I want to see what your dog looks like. That sounds interesting.
I know. Padawannabe. Keep Will Smith name out of your mouth. Right.
Love
Yeah,
it.
I'll bet Jada Pinkett, before she got married to
Her and I
the
are
thing
the
we
same. We're
know
both
formerly as Will Smith,
Oh, she was in love with
before he went
Tupac.
psychotic. Yeah. Jada Pinkett wasn't exactly a no name, but when she hooked up with Will, that was a big mistake.
Well,
It made her known for the wrong
all right.
reasons.
She did all right for
Yeah.
herself a little bit before she got married.
She was
Yeah.
in the Matrix.
She was in a movie called Set It Off, and she was also in a TV program for a while. I can't remember the name of it. That was like the
Gotham. She was
mid-
the worst
mid to
character
early
in Gotham.
'90s.
Oh, this was later. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she was in a few
Yeah.
things, and she used to date Tupac, and I can guarantee he would not have put up with this shit.
I think she's openly talked about how she was like still in love with him and stuff while she was with Will too. Like
Poor,
that's gotta
poor
feel
Will
good.
Smith. You know what? I
Yeah.
am convinced that it's not Will Smith anymore, that it's a clone, because there's no way he'd be putting up with this crap.
No, he
Yes.
would put it up. Jamie Foxxy, on the other hand, is a.
Oh, yes. Even his face shape's a little different now.
Do we want to go down this conspiracy road?
No,
Myra?
No.
Do we really want
We can
to?
do that on my
Because
Down
I
the
can
channel.
open
rabbit
up.
hole.
We do that on my channel another day.
Myra,
We
I can
don't do
open
this
up
right
a.
now.
I can open
No.
up
We're not talking
conspiracies that
anything
blow
about
your
that. No,
mind.
thank you.
Yeah.
We're good here.
I know where the
Um,
aliens are.
Yeah.
The real Men in Black might have our transmission bugged or
Yeah, we'll
something.
do that on my channel.
Okay, we can do that on
Aw,
Mormons.
doggy!
Yeah.
I see the little doggy.
Aw, adorable.
All right, make his picture bigger so you see the wee puppy.
Okay.
Yes.
Boom.
Let's see.
What an interesting
Oh.
combination.
Oh.
Look at those puppy
Yeah.
eyes.
Her dad was a poodle and her mom was a husky. You figured that.
Man,
out.
how
Well,
did
thank
they?
God it wasn't the
Wow.
other way around. That dog would have had some tough times.
Here's the thing. If anyone in the chat, here's a little I got her when she was 2 months old. And
Wait, they just looked up at you.
huh?
The way
She's
the
a
dog just
poodle.
looks up at you while you're talking.
Oh,
So-
she got the eye. She's like,
Yeah.
"What's up?"
Yeah,
But
and
she doesn't bark.
She's a poodle
She doesn't.
husky. We call her a hoodle. Either a hoodle or a hussy.
Yeah. Or a pootie.
Yeah, I didn't mean to
Like
cut you off.
a-
but
like
just
a-
finish your thought, like,
my dog was a cockapoo, which is like a mix of a poodle and a cocker
A what?
spaniel.
Yeah, a
I know,
cockapoo.
right?
Cockapoo.
I've
That sounds like
seen
a
them. They're
fantasy
cute.
monster.
That's what it is called, a cockapoo.
Cockapoo sounds-
It's a mix between a cocker spaniel and a poodle.
Yeah.
So I'll give actual real good advice. Anyone who has
Hey,
a
Tony.
puppy who's very young, play Call of Duty with the volume up a little bit. Not loud, but enough.
It might get used
For
to
like
4th of July, huh?
explosions and bombs. When it comes to 4th of July, that dog is going to get used to explosions. So when 4th of July comes around with fireworks, they're not going to freak out. My dog is chill. She can sleep through fireworks at 3 a.m. where we are, which is like 50 feet away.
Who's
It-
firing fireworks at 3 a.m. in the morning?
All
live
kinds
in
of
the
people,
ghetto. Bang,
depending
bang.
where you live.
Country
Yeah.
folk.
So depends on where you
No,
live, but
I don't-
demented people. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
demented
when there's no
people.
consistency, when it just randomly goes off at random times in the night.
But here's the thing: my dog doesn't bark. She'll only bark when need be. So when she barks, I know something's going on. She rarely ever barks
Right,
or
that's
growls
good.
at anyone. And like, you know how dogs sniff each other? She hates being sniffed, but she loves sniffing. I don't. It's stupid. It's dumb. Whatever.
She loves to sniff, but she doesn't like to be sniffed.
Yeah, she got scared when she was a puppy by a Doberman Pinscher, and that's what kind of caused it. So she's a little skittish around other dogs, but yeah, like bigger
Aw.
dogs she's not a big fan of, but smaller dogs she's fine. Like some of the people in my around my area she's fine with. But she loves road trips. Like she's like, you know how like some people have their first kid and they're like perfect. Not really, but like to you, they're perfect. They're like, all right, cool, no problems. If I get a second dog, I know that dog's gonna be a living hell. But yeah, I love my dog. I love my dog. Yesterday I was gone.
Wannabe. I'm sorry.
As
Go
Sarge
ahead.
says, let's get Raquel to 20 likes. Yes,
Let's
please
do
hit
it.
that like button. I
Like it.
appreciate you
Yes.
guys.
Diamonds Jubilee.
Lick that like button.
And I was
Padawan,
going to
who
say
doesn't
Padawannabe
do
said
fireworks
Pooski.
at
A
3
Pooski
a.m.?
called it. Yeah.
Yeah. And
That's
it's
what it
already
is.
I
Pooski.
usually
Yeah.
hear fireworks like at around I say between 9 or 10 at night usually because
Wow.
Oh, you
I'm
live in a
close.
respectable neighborhood, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I'm
I
close
live
to
in
the
California. No one
Yeah.
cares.
I don't give a shit.
I'm close to the football field where where they play games at.
I had people doing fireworks before the 4th of July at random hours, after the 4th of July at random hours. You're just mind your own business,
No.
and a big bang will go off near the house.
Well,
Wonderful.
living in California, they have I live in a bigger kind of tourist area in a bigger place, but they will let off
Oh.
fireworks. I live in kind of a sketchy area because California's expensive. It's
Oh,
ridiculous.
Yeah. Can I say
Yes.
this real quick to him?
Sure.
Hey, Tony. Where are my sharks with freaking laser beams on their heads?
Oh,
It is
There you
Shark Week.
I got one.
It is?
Yes,
Oh,
it
we
is.
Should I
have
show,
we have sea bass. They are.
should I show off my
agitated.
jar's teeth?
See what?
Ah, sea
Should I show
bass.
off my
Are
jar's
they
teeth?
aggressive? Are they aggressive?
They are
sea
definitely
bass?
ill-tempered, Dr. Evil. Don't you worry.
Jaws teeth?
Ill-tempered.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, you
Ill-tempered.
got like a skeleton teeth of a shark's jaw.
The shark.
Here, I'll
Great
show you.
white.
I'll bring them.
Sure. Okay.
The most legendary shark ever. This shark is so badass in the second movie, he had a personal vendetta with that family.
I think the most badass shark that ever existed, even though it's supposedly extinct.
I
Megalodon?
think
Yeah,
my
Megalodon.
worst shark was Bruce. Bruce was a crazy mofo.
No.
And we always knew he could He could fight a town brawl if he wanted.
Stark says, "Who's impersonating my boy?"
Yeah.
Oh, me!
LOL.
It's just me. I'm your evil clone. Except I'm 5'7.5"
Here he
instead
is.
of mini me,
Um,
who's
Well,
only 4 inches.
I got your shark with the laser beam on the head in my Fortnite gliders. I
Oh,
got
there
a
you
There you
go.
shark
go.
with the
Did they really put one
Or
in
you
Fortnite?
can
That
just
is
watch
great.
yeah. I'll have to show it sometime.
That
Yeah,
has to be an Austin Powers reference. I love it.
or you can
it's-
just watch Sharknado.
Oh my
Oh,
God! Look,
nice! Look at that.
nice
Shark teeth.
Jaws.
shark
I may have a
teeth.
bunch of movie props.
Oh dear, with your shark
These-
teeth.
So
Oh.
these are I casted these. These are from the actual cast of or mold, I should say, from the movie Jaws.
Ooh.
One of the greatest movies made. That movie
No,
is
Yes.
no one
so-
can have them.
We need to pick up ball.
So,
I showed off on before my Twitter account got nuked. I showed a shirt that was signed by a bunch of people who did Star Wars Episode 3. Someone offered me $6,000 for the shirt, and I said no.
Wow.
I mean,
I was like, I'm not giving this up.
right? I love Revenge of the Sith. It's a great movie, and I
It's
would
good.
keep
I
any.
had
I would keep any
brother
movie
worked on
prop
it.
I would have from that. What's up?
My brother worked on it.
That's pretty fucking cool. That's one of my
That's how I
favorites.
met
That's-
George Lucas was
that's
from
so
because
cool.
of him.
That is the best prequel one for sure. It gives the
It
most
is.
story.
Did
and-
you,
Yeah.
okay, so do you know who directed the
Thank you,
I-
Tony.
Obi-Wan and Anakin duel scene?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Papillon?
no, I don't.
You know who directed it? Take a
I
good
don't.
guess.
Take a
It's
good guess.
Spielberg.
Spielberg directed the fight scene,
He
sword
designed
fighting
he cre-
choreography
he-
scene.
Yeah,
Wow,
that was his.
that's incredible.
If you notice some of the camera angles, if you rewatch it, some of the camera angles, they did it. They meshed both Spielberg and George Lucas's
Yes.
camera angles together.
Yeah, I know.
It
At
was
the
pretty
time,
cool.
it was the longest sword fight ever put on film
Oh,
until
nice.
Pirates
Yeah.
of the Caribbean beat it. Dead Man's Chest with the three-way fight between those guys in the second one. But yeah, that was.
I had a. What were you gonna say?
No, go ahead. That's it.
No, you can't.
No, that's it. I was just saying I love the Revenge of the Sith fight so much.
Nerds!
Like and apparently the when they were fighting too, Anakin and Obi-Wan, like they didn't even have to slow down the fight. Like what you
No.
see when they're
No.
fighting is like actual legit speed of them connecting with the hits and like knowing the choreography. Like it's next level shit.
Wait, not like Last Jedi?
Where the fucking guys wait for
Yeah,
Rey and,
yeah,
like,
exactly.
wait for Rey and Kylo to like, all right,
Yeah.
your turn. All right, is it my
Oh, wait,
turn?
wait.
Okay, I'll get in when it's my turn.
Well, I'm not supposed to hit you. Sorry, you're
Yeah.
wide
Oh.
open, but I kind of
Yeah.
can't hit you. But yeah,
Wait
Yeah.
for
So-
it. Wait for it.
sorry, I just had
Yeah,
to do that.
they,
But hey,
So-
I got one question for Appion though. You mean you didn't love all that romance in Attack of the Clones?
Oh, that was the
What romance?
But
hey, Natalie Portman's a nice lady.
oh,
Look,
she's
my
beautiful.
my 2.5-year-old at the time had watched Attack of the Clones twice in the theater, 2.5-hour movie. But the second time, she looked at me like, "Daddy, when are they going to quit romancing and fighting again?"
'Cause
It's like
yeah.
like even the kid wanted fighting, you know.
George Lucas
I'm
in
amazed
dialogue.
that your kid sat for that
Tell me
long
about
for a
it.
movie.
I know, I was amazing.
No, it's
It's
because
amazing.
I'm so in love with you. Oof, cringe. The delivery and just the lines is just bad. There's
So-
better love stories out there, that's for sure. Like well executed. I mean.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
I had to sign a contract, an NDA, because I went when my brother he worked at Skywalker Ranch, and he worked on the third floor at the main house, and I saw footage that wasn't even he did previs, so there was footage that was being done for the film that wasn't even in the film, and they were amazing. I wish I could remember them, but I can't. But all I
Oh.
know is they were really cool shots. I was like, this is
For
crazy.
Revenge of the Sith.
And all I can see was in like the
Kronos
screenshots,
Kapla.
signed Spielberg's signature. I was like, George Lucas is using Spielberg's name.
I mean, smart.
Yeah.
So wait, this was
Padawan has a
Revenge,
good-
Revenge of the Sith. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. I know a lot of guys who worked on it.
Padawan Wannabe says, I went to Universal Studios years ago. I got to take the tour when Jaws attacked the bus. they were just finishing the clock tower set for Back to the Future 2. It was a while ago. Yeah, that Jaws ride. Uh,
I have
I
a cool
think it
story
was
about that too.
was it at Disney World that?
No, Jaws attacks on the studio tour ride.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
like
Is
but,
that
I
Padawan?
also
Is
did
that
the
in Hollywood
yeah, that was cool.
or
hold on a
Florida?
minute.
Yeah,
Jaws,
it was.
Jaws the ride was at Universal Studios
Yes,
in
they
Florida,
own the rights.
and I believe it
Yes.
was in Hollywood Studio.
Oh yeah,
Hollywood also.
the
It was
Florida
in
ride is
Hollywood.
way more
The,
intricate.
yeah, the Florida ride was very, very hot. It was
It's
just
long. It's a single ride. Yeah, for Jaws,
Yeah.
it's an actual
Well,
ride dedicated. to
You
Jaws.
got in a
Here's
boat like
something-
you're taking a boat tour with
Yes, and there's multiple attacks, and then he blows up that
that. Mhm. Yeah.
room at the end with fire pyrotechnics and shit. Go ahead.
Yeah, when we took the tour, they had three major things. Or yeah, they had the Jaws.
King
They
Kong.
had the King Kong. Oh, and then they had the dividing the how they divided the Red Sea and Ten Commandments. We went through
Mhm.
that.
What
And
about the
then,
bridge that spins? That like you go in that bridge and then like the room spins, like they have it on like a big wheel.
We didn't have that one, but we had the Battlestar Galactica show thing that they were shooting at us and everything. That was cool. You know
Was
where
that in
Dirk
Cali-
Benedict
was that in
goes and walks out to
California?
a stormtrooper? Yeah,
yeah. There's a California and then the Florida one. Yeah, they're
So
they're,
the
they're very
Jaws-
different.
yeah.
Is the
they're good
Jaws
though.
ride still around or no?
No, they closed that down.
No, they closed it down.
They
So
closed
that's
it.
what I
You
thought.
guys are gonna
Yeah.
hate me on this
Hey,
one.
Kronos, hugs.
Hey, Kronos.
Hello.
Kapla. Kronos.
Meow, Kronos.
Kapla, Kronos.
So you guys are gonna be a little bit jealous of me. I've actually touched the fin from Jaws.
Yay.
Actual like the animatronic thing that they made and everything.
I know where
That's
it's at.
He touched Bruce.
Bruce the shark.
that animatronic that was like almost
Yeah.
like unworkable.
It's
They almost
not-
couldn't
it's
make the
Hit
not-
that
movie.
like button, folks.
It's not at Universal Studios, by the way.
We will spank that like button. Yow!
I know where it's
I
at,
just
and
spanked it
I
just
touched
now.
it, and I'm like, this is awesome.
Shut up, you
Yeah.
strange.
When I went to Universal Studios one time, I went on that tour ride in Hollywood, and they were actually
Yeah.
this was a long time ago because the movie that they were filming the Hulk movie with Eric Bana, and they had this.
Nice.
It was so fucking cool because we were in the middle of the tour, and they're like, "How about we just stop? If you all remain completely quiet, we can watch the filming for a couple minutes and stuff." So it was kind of cool. Like that was like such an extra part that was like we had no idea we were gonna get that on the ride. You know what I mean? Granted, that Hulk movie is not the best fucking movie in the world, but still, it was kind of cool to see a movie being made while you're on a studio ride, like not just animatronic stuff that's all set up for the show. This was literally like in the moment. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, Kronos, I think, asked Rank or Steve if touching
Was
the
touching the Jaws fin worth
Jaws
yeet?
What is eat?
I don't
weird.
know.
I don't know if this is a young thing or an old
Was it
thing
weird
right
eat?
now.
Planet Wannabe says, yes, in Hollywood, I live in Sacramento for almost 40 years. It was just a small part in the tour. They had also just introduced the earthquake part of the tour. That was cool.
Oh,
I
yeah.
really don't think I want to experience that.
Yeah, that was the shaking. I think that was the shaking part that I think either Appian or Dad Man Walking talked about. Was
I
the
definitely remember
shaking,
the
the
earthquake. You
earthquake.
go into like a subway station, and then like trains
Yes.
start falling and explosions and
That was
water
a cool
effects.
ride.
Bunch of different stuff going on. I think they actually used that effect in like a movie, like Beverly Hills Cop or something.
I also think that they combined
the
it with King Kong. They combined it with King Kong.
It was
I think
The
they used it.
earthquake.
I think they used the actual Orlando in
Yeah, Beverly Hills
Shark.
Cop 3. They used the
think-
earthquake set in that.
Yeah, exactly. I remember that. Yes, I love that movie. I still love that movie. I know people hate it, but I love that movie. But also Sharknado filmed down there in Universal Studios. I think 3 or something.
Oh, good
And
old
it was like-
Sharknado.
It was like all those rides. It was hilarious.
So I figured out what Kronos was meaning. It, not eat. It.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yes, it was
Okay.
worth it. I
It
know where it is, and I can go there right now if I want to, and touch the shark fins if I want to. I know where it is.
He's also asking
been
what
a
is the
secret
CA.
I
hunter.
may work with the guy. I may not. Who knows?
And he's also asking what is the CA. Well, that could stand for California, but it could also stand for .ca, which is Canada. So, either way.
I want to know if Padawannabe is still living in Sacramento. I was in Sacramento.
Eat
I lived there
it.
for a while.
Yes. Eat up or
Weird city.
All right,
Weird city.
Dad, man, thank you for coming here. It was such a joy playing Fortnite with you. Hopefully, we can do it again soon.
Oh yeah, you tell me anytime. Doors open. So, but yeah, thank you, Raquel. Thanks for letting me come on. Good to talk to all you guys again. So,
See you later, Dad.
Oh, well, do you want to shell out before you take off?
sure, Deadman Walking 55. Follow me on Twitter or X or whatever they call it now. So, that's the best place to keep up with me. Tomorrow night we're talking Raiders of the Lost Ark at 8:00 p.m. with Daisy Blossom, my guest, and I've hit 349 tonight, so the next sub will be 350. Yay! So measuring it down, and actually August 19th will be my 1-year anniversary for streaming. So,
Awesome!
Hell yeah!
Absolutely,
Celebrate
and
good time.
absolutely, and Appion, I look forward next time we talk whatever movie you let me know, and Raquel, you shout out when you want to do some Fortnite. We'll make it happen. And everybody, y'all have a great night. Mara, meow. And
meow.
yes, all right. I need to get to bed, so I got to get up in 5 hours. So y'all have a good one.
All right.
You too. Hugs.
Hugs
Dead
back. Hugs and meows. Bye, guys.
See you later.
Take it, that man.
Can I
Good
can I
seeing you, buddy.
answer? Can I answer Chrono's question? What is a fortnight? I have an answer for that.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's a period of 2 weeks. Got him.
That's awesome.
Got
Zing.
Sing.
I can't rap. I have Padawan says I have family there now.
Ah.
I have family in
He says he can't rap. Good night, Cronus.
I have family in San Francisco. What is a fortnight?
Yes, 2 weeks.
Seriously? What is a Moira? Hey guys, here's Dad Match walking. Hey guys, here's Dad Match walking his channel. Go check him out for for video games and when he's talking with road trips and stuff.
Yeah, his traveling.
He has
really
great
cool.
travel videos too.
Yeah,
he has
they're
great travel videos as well. Yes, I enjoy those.
It's a fortnight, 2 days, or until the new moon. Is it something like that? I don't know. You tell me.
I am looking forward to his Pillage the Village stream that he's talking about. He's been hyping that up. Where him and Hungry and a couple other people are going to tear the shit out of that Village movie by M. Night Shyamalan. Oh, that movie was terrible, so I will definitely be watching that.
And have a good night, Deadman. We'll see you soon.
Have a good night, Deadman. Not Deadman, Deadman.
I'm not trying to be a dick.
2 week.
2 weeks?
LOL.
2 weeks?
It's over.
It's over?
Figures. No, we're still rolling. We're gonna still go for a little bit longer.
Okay,
3
cool.
hours
later. I like.
Hey, Phil TMT,
I love
how are
kitties.
you?
Hey, Phil.
Teenage Mutant Ninja
Later,
Turtle.
taters. Okay, Kronos. You have a good night.
Bye,
Hugs.
Hugs.
Adios, muchacho.
Hey, Phil, how are you?
Is that supposed to be Moira? Moira? Is that supposed to be like a Beauty and the Beast cat?
It's a Viking kitty.
Oh, it's a Viking kitty. Okay.
As a Viking
the Vikings.
ancestors,
Yes. Oh yeah, there we
approve.
go. Onward the Vikings.
Go to Asgard. Valhalla. There are cats in Valhalla.
Valhalla kitty cat.
She looks like a cat from like Skyrim.
Nice.
Oh boy.
Hell, it depends on with it's over with.
Hey Phil. Is that? Oh, that's Phil Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, right? Yeah.
Indeed.
Thank you guys so much.
Teenage.
We hit 20 likes on YouTube. Thank you so much, guys. I love you all.
Yay!
Yay! Celebrate good times.
Teenage
Mm-hmm.
Mutant Ninja Turtles, heroes in a
Turtles
half
in a
shell
half
of
shell.
power.
Mhm.
I can't
Kara
die.
says, I can't die. We don't want
I
you to
have way too many
die.
movie props on my table right now.
Stark of
I
Iron
Tony
says, I
can't
says,
have
move.
warrior
"Boy,
cats in
warrior
my
cats
hive.
in my hive. Warrior cats." Yes.
Mio
Meowhalla. Oh yeah, there we go.
hala.
Meow holla. Brilliant.
Meowhalla. Brilliant. Excellent.
Absolutely brilliant. Whenever I say brilliant, I think I'm Gordon Ramsay. I wish I was.
That's a brilliant kitchen. I love it very much. Yes, I do.
Brilliant.
You
I have
crazy
my
late.
axe. That reminds me of Lord of the Rings. You have my axe.
I
Thank
have.
you,
Old
Phil.
Gimli.
When was the okay? Here's a question I have for you guys. Here's a good question. When was the last time you guys watched Lord of the Rings?
Less than a year ago, I watched all the extended. I had to. It's like a
Less than
Um,
six
I'm,
months
it's like
ago
a
because
ritual for me.
I think a
yeah,
couple of years ago, I think.
Have you seen the extended
yeah.
version?
Mine's less than
Yes.
6 months because we own the entire collection and The Hobbit. We own them both.
I just
Yes.
I rewatched Lord of the Rings. Um, anyone who works in the film industry besides me, take notes because that movie has not aged at all. It's
It's awesome.
like
And they
for
filmed them
miniature
all
effects,
back to
which
back to
is what
back.
I do now. It's amazing.
It's like one of the most
Like,
impressive undertakings in film ever.
well, Peter Jackson, from what I understand, he's taking over. I don't know if he's directing, but he's taking over the new Lord of the Rings stuff coming out soon.
Not Rings of Power, but other stuff.
No,
Yeah,
that's
Amazon
Amazon.
won't
That's
let him. Yeah, Amazon
well,
won't
no.
let him.
Warner Brothers went to because Peter Jackson can't go to Amazon because New Line Cinema is through Warner Brothers. So Warner Brothers asked Peter Jackson, "Hey, how can we do this better?"
Smart.
I don't know if that was the conversation, but pretty much like, can you help us or something? But I think Fran Walsh is gonna. I don't take what I'm saying for real, but I think Fran Walsh is gonna write some of the new Lord of the Rings stuff, and Peter Jackson is gonna oversee it. So we're gonna actually probably gonna get some really good Lord of the Rings stuff, which
If
I
Peter
hope
Jackson
so.
is take the reins on it, I'm in.
Yeah, it's. I watched The Hobbit.
But after Rings of Power, it got a little bit better.
Well,
Not great.
who's
but-
all seen the last Hobbit movie,
I
the
have.
Five
I've
Armies one,
I've seen them all.
or whatever
Yeah.
it's called?
I've seen
If-
all three of the Hobbit movies, but
Did you
it's
watch
been
the
it,
extended
it's
version?
been a while though.
Yes.
Did you ever watch the extended version?
Yes.
No, I did not.
Okay, watch it. It's rated R.
I didn't know there was an extended version of it.
I didn't know. I knew there was
It
extended.
is.
This one's rated R. You see heads flying off. It's the most.
Jeez.
I never thought I could say it, but they made a Tolkien movie into a rated R movie, and it's really cool. It's not ultra violent, but you see like heads flying off, like in the battle scenes, like what you would probably assume in the battle of medieval times, and it's pretty cool. I like the extended versions. It's a lot better. They're not all the way the Hobbit movies, but it works, I guess.
That
It's
reminds
a
me.
little cartoony.
Since you're bringing that up, like that reminds me of in Return of the Kings. Even in the original, like theatrical version, they have that scene where the orcs take over the Osgiliath, and then they
Yeah.
catapult all the heads of all the people that were defending that city, and they just start lobbing heads on catapults. And I'm like, wow,
Well,
this
they
is
have.
insane.
There's a scene where they have that in the movies.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
we
talking
own
about,
those. We own those. Yeah.
Oh.
The extended
I thought
version.
you were talking about
That's
the
what
book. Never
Chronos
mind.
says.
Yeah. No, the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have the scene in the movie, and I was like, wow, this is pretty fucking insane for Lord of the Rings, because it's usually kind of they don't they're like they're showing the heads and the helmets, and like that was like the darkest thing I had seen until The Hobbit, when they really start to go director's cut with it.
Oh,
Literally.
the Hobbits, like the last one is way more. Yeah,
Like a
Peter Jackson was
Truly
like,
a
"Let's have a
brutal
little
battle.
fun with this, shall we?"
You Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't like Legolas his dad like double decapitate like two orcs on his horse? Like he goes by with two swords and like does like a
Yeah,
double whip. Yeah, there's some pretty
I
cool
hated the love.
shit.
Yeah, he.
Oh, that love, yeah, the love triangle thing with
Yeah, whatever. Zelda and
Evangeline
Link.
Lily. Yeah,
That wasn't in the
Yeah.
books, though.
Eventually,
They
Lily.
I don't even
Yeah,
think
I know.
Legolas was there.
No,
Nope.
he was. He's in the Hobbit.
Is he in the
The
book?
book,
But
yeah.
like
He's
he
in
plays
He
a
one
bigger
is.
role in the
Yeah,
movie.
he
Okay,
said.
yeah,
He said.
gotcha.
Yeah. Orlando Bloom is in both films or both film franchises.
Sorry
I don't-
for
like, I know-
sidetracking the side story, whatever it is.
I don't really think he was really that much in the Hobbit book, though.
No, I
No,
definitely
he
know
was
he was
in
in the
I
movies.
think it was.
I definitely know he was in the movies. He literally
No.
floats
He was-
on nothing. He defies gravity in one scene where he like walks on a bridge that's falling, and he's
Well,
Elven
it's-
Fleetfoot
that's-
is so good.
Well, that's really good CGI. We actually watched behind. Well, I watched the behind the scenes of films, and
I can't hear you.
So
Kind
it-
of doing
Huh?
robotic
It's
cutting out
act-
again, buddy.
actually
Give it in a minute,
mobile.
it will recorrect
The
itself.
surfboard is like mobile, and he's moving on top of it. So he's aware. Yeah,
Oh,
I know. I'm a robot.
well, I know.
Oh, Dia is a robot.
Legolas.
No,
he's-
she's a
I
kitty.
think it's a. I think Legolas is a paragraph in the Hobbit during the Battle of the Five Armies, and so they. I think from what I understand, Warner Brothers wanted a love interest, and they added that in there, and Peter Jackson's like, okay, whatever. But I know that Orlando Bloom was paid, I think, $150,000 for all three of Lord of the Rings, and he said, I would do all this. I would do Lord of the Rings again, half the cost. Like, he loves the movies that much. He loves being in the movies. Like, he's willing to be like, you can pay me half. I don't care. I'll be in it. To me, that's like an honor, a badge of honor for being an actor in it. I'm like, dude, you care more about it. It's like Chris Hemsworth. He cares more about the character in what he's in. I'm watching Witcher right now. I'm like, dude, this guy is. I thought he was some type of like new coming actor. He's a complete nerd, and I love
have
what
to
he's
say
doing.
the same thing with Henry Cavill as well.
Yeah, he almost wasn't Superman, right?
Yeah,
That's
he
what I
almost
heard.
wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was doing you guys might know the game better. I had a roommate that played the game Kingdoms or something, or it's some like online gaming.
Are you talking about The Witcher?
Well, no, he
No,
loves
but he's-
Warhammer. I know he loves Warhammer.
He's like a freak of nature on that because he paints all his props, and that's when I got respect. But what's the game? It's an online game. They do a huge tournament with this, and you grow this army, and you like go out and fight. I don't know the name of it. If anyone in the chat knows it,
Yeah,
let
like
me know.
Warcraft 3, StarCraft.
No, it's like
Command and Conquer.
Civilization or something like that.
it's like medieval, like World of Warcraft, but not really that. But you get like these creatures, elves, dwarves, all these weird
Ebony?
like medieval.
It's
The
an
what?
Ebony. It's an Ebony
No,
or Empires.
no, it's like more
Elder
recent.
Scrolls.
No, it's dang it, this is gonna really drive me nuts now. I had a
Well, no.
roommate that would play it
Well,
constantly.
go check it out, Steve. It's in
I'm
Google.
gonna-
I'm sure you can find
It's
it.
not World of Warcraft. I know we talked
No, I'm
about
gonna look it
No,
up right
well,
now.
that wouldn't
But
be
he was
it.
playing that game. So Henry Cavill, his agent called him, and they said his agent was calling him to let him know, like, Warner Brothers want you to play Superman. He almost didn't pick up the phone call. He almost didn't play Superman because he's playing online gaming. And he is the biggest nerd. I know a bunch of people that know him, and they're like, he's
I
the
wonder
nicest
he was
guy.
glad to pick up that phone call.
I know. It's
Oh,
he's my second favorite Superman.
We were,
I
and
know.
we were
He's a
just talking.
hunk. Whatever. I don't care.
Christopher Reeves.
I got
number one.
yeah, but I got
Now-
no competition between Henry Cavill.
Okay,
Henry's
guys.
my
Now
second too.
here
I would definitely agree with that.
is
He's second behind Christopher.
yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead,
No, you're good.
Raquel.
Yeah,
Oh,
go ahead.
Panawanabe, what is meh on a scale of 1 to 10? I think of tons of meh movies, and The Hobbit is easily better than those ones.
Meh
All right.
sounds like 0 to 2 for me. That's what a meh
Really, I
would
would say
sound
like
like.
3. I would say like 4 or 5 out of 10 would be a meh. If you get
I
it,
think
What
it's
is?
more like 0 to 2, or maybe 0 to 3. Like
damn.
it's just not worth like a meh. It's like something like that, maybe. I don't
I would say middle because
Game
it's
was
like meh, mid,
Nerds.
the game
middle
was
of
know.
the road.
rough.
Nerds.
World of Warcraft.
Nerds.
Okay, so it
Yeah,
was
that's
well.
what he was playing. He almost missed out on that.
What are you
Yeah.
playing?
He was playing World of Warcraft. He's a
Our-
big gaming nerd.
Mm.
Yeah,
I
Oh,
know
he
a lot of
definitely
guys
is.
who work with him, and all he does is play games. Or right now it's 40K Warhammer, which he's going to be producing that movie.
oh
coming
yeah.
up. I'm
Well,
gonna see it. I
that one
adore Henry
wrestling
Cavill.
lady. Yeah, that one wrestling lady, Ronda Rousey. You seen her, right? Play that Raid
Oh
of
yeah.
Shadow Legends, or yeah. So she's a huge
Oh, she's
nerdess. Yeah, she plays a lot of gaming stuff too.
she was playing Call of Duty Mobile, and I was playing with her, and her and I were
Wow.
teaming up,
Cool.
and I didn't know it was her at the time. And
Whoops.
on one of her live streams, she was playing it, and I realized I was like, I'm playing with Ronda Rousey right now. This is awesome.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she did a pretty good job in Expendables 3.
I liked her.
I really liked
She's
it.
not
Yeah.
she's not the
Nerd-ass.
best actress, but she's really fun. I like her. I watch her. If you guys haven't checked her out, she does like this farming stuff on her YouTube channel. She does farming. It's like she's pretty cool, down to earth.
I didn't
I
know
watched
she
I
had.
watched her when she was in MMA. I watched her beating
I didn't know
shit out of
she
people for
she
a
had
while.
a YouTube channel.
I know her husband. I met him. He's pretty cool. No, I don't
I was
have
gonna
her
say if
husband's number. Don't ask me.
no, I was. You know who we forgot that is a huge fan of Peter Jackson is Andy Serkis. He's played Caesar in the
Yeah.
Planet of the Apes reboots. He did his Gollum in The Hobbit and also in Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
He's
I
one
have
of
one
his
more for
favorite
you
guys.
too. I
Yeah.
have one more for you, and I bet you didn't know this. He was in King Kong that Peter Jackson did as
Yes.
Kong, and then
Yes.
also as a character like actor. So he was 2 roles in that as well. And he actually learned
course.
like how to do ape like stuff. Like he went and studied with the apes. Like Andy Serkis is a freaking legend, man. Love
He is
that
a
If
guy.
they
legend.
would give out Oscars or any award for any type of mocap, he would dominate for all actors. That
Mhm.
dude is hilarious. Have you guys watched where I don't know if it's on Dave Letterman, Conan, or Jay Leno? They asked him about or I don't know which late night talk show, but he's taking a drink and they asked him about Smeagol and he goes into character and it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. I'll have
It
to look
was.
at it and send you guys a link.
It was. I
Yeah.
believe it was Jimmy Fallon, Steve. It was Tonight Show.
Yes,
Jimmy
it
Fallon.
was Jimmy Fallon. Thank
and
you.
and
Yes.
and he said, "Do Smeagol." He says, "Yeah, I could do Smeagol, and then Smeagol, I'm Smeagol." Yeah, exactly. And just go right into
Carlos
that.
says, Raquel, don't you know every game? No, I don't. I don't know all video games.
What
Why
does he mean
not?
by every game every? That's just weird
I think he
grammar.
meant every game
No,
ever. I think he meant
I
every game
can't
ever.
there's a lot of games that I really
Where
don't
they
know
met.
about. Ever? Okay, ever. Okay.
Boom, gotcha.
Ever.
Yeah. Andy Serkis has done a lot. He was fucking Snoke in Last Jedi. He was
Yeah.
in Andor as well. He came back
Yes.
to Star Wars to
He
let
was
it
in
watch
Andor?
it burn again. Yeah, he's one of the guys that Andor helps in the prison. He's in a few episodes. Yeah,
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
near
Hold
the
up.
end.
Now
Near
I
the
have a
end.
lot of questions. Now we're
Yeah.
going in that path. He was
Yep.
He was Snoke.
Uh huh. and then
which
he's a
was
different
pretty much
character.
a different character.
Well,
Yeah.
Snoke is just clones that Palpatine made. He has them in jars. I was all the Snokes. Yeah, and then they bring Andy Serkis back to play a different character. It doesn't make
he
any
says,
sense, but
please don't go Barbie on me.
They're like, we need
no.
actor.
right, you're
But
good.
Oh,
speaking
come
of
on.
her, like,
You again.
I try to remember what it was that movie she starred in like a year ago.
Who, Rhonda or Gina?
Gina Carano.
She did a Western, I know.
Yeah, she did.
Yes.
She was in a Western, but I don't remember the name of it, though.
And she was
I'll
in
look it up.
she was in Deadpool.
Oh, yeah, she was in Deadpool, yes.
Hold on a minute.
But which Deadpool was she in? The first one? The second?
Yes,
Yeah, the
it was
first one.
Terry.
She's the one that does the superhero landing, and he's like, "Oh, she's gonna do a superhero
It was
landing."
Terror on the Prairie.
Terror
I
on the
wanna
Prairie.
see
Oh,
that.
okay,
That's
I've
the
heard of
Western,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen that yet. Okay, she's in that.
I haven't seen it. I watched a Critical Drinker review on it though.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up.
Yeah,
I
Gina
remember.
would
I
definitely
watched this last year, but I kind of draw blank on the name though.
What, a movie with
on
her?
Terror on the Prairie.
Yeah. That sounds
Terror on the Prairie. Okay. I think that okay, but you guys might remember Spy Kids. Carla
Oh yeah,
Gugino.
Zack Snyder.
Carla-
Yeah, Spy Kids.
Yeah, Carla Gugino and Antonio Banderas. Yeah, they made a couple.
Oh wait, was that
Good
Robert
fighters.
Rodriguez that did Spy Kids?
Yeah, Robert Rodriguez, right? Yeah, that directed it. Yeah,
It's one of them.
Was it?
Ray Core Steve.
I don't
Yeah,
remember.
even Sly Stallone was in Spy Kids 3. He was in the third one.
That was not his best choice of acting.
No.
It was
No, probably not. He probably slapped his agent after that. Like, why the fuck?
Probably kicked his butt
Right.
after that.
He's like, I'm gonna get a new agent. Yeah, it was Robert Rodriguez.
I need a new agent.
He even wrote it. That explains a lot.
What a change of a tempo for him as a film. I'm gonna do a bunch of wild ass movies and then Spy Kids.
I only watched like the first two.
Adrian, I need a new
The first two
movie.
movies, and I lost interest after that.
Is it Lava Boy and Shark Girl? I don't.
That was the first time I saw Taylor Lautner really in that movie.
Yeah.
So
Besides of him being the werewolf in Twilight.
Right.
it's okay. You liked when he took his shirt off. It's okay.
It's funny how
Well,
he's in
my
the babysitter
stepsister-
movies
my
and they make a
stepsister
joke
was all
about
like-
that.
My stepsister, before my brother got married, we actually the night or 2 days before, I went to see New Moon. I was like, I don't want to see Twilight because I wrote a script called Dusk, a parody of Twilight. And in my script, there's a crate, like a big crate of glitter that the guy pulls. And it's just like, that's how he glitters with the sun hits him. And so I went to see New Moon. I was like, this is the dumbest thing ever. But when you mentioned Shark Boy Lava Girl, my brother worked on that movie.
Oh, cool.
He did the compositing for that. He hated that job. He really did.
What?
He's like, this is dumb.
I had one of my relatives. Do you guys remember what the name was? It's slipping from my mind, but I'm trying to remember the name of the first movie that Angelina Jolie directed. It was sort of a war movie, I guess.
I have
But
no
one of my-
idea.
Well, one of my relatives was the executive of production. It was Alexander.
Shark Boy and Lava Girl, Kronos.
Legendary characters. How do you not know them?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
There
I
are
know what you're
household
talking about.
names.
Unbroken.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I saw it.
You're
And
cutting out.
I saw his name.
Give it a minute to correct itself.
Yeah. Welcome to Raquel's show, where it's run by me. I take over.
Welcome to. Yeah, it was Unbroken. That's it.
Yeah,
The movie was Unbroken from 2014, and one of my foreign gay relatives, was the executive of production for the movie. So
that's cool.
I was very proud of that. Yeah, yeah. I would say I was so. In fact, I was so proud. I told a lot of people online on my stream or on my before stream. This was before streams. This is when I would just tell people for my YouTube channel. I go, hey, I have a relative that worked in Angelina Jolie's first film she ever directed. Woo! I got a lot of likes from that. I was like, yeah, that's cool. I just filmed a little video and said, hey, yeah, this is awesome. So we're always,
I tried
Suzanne
to.
and I are always looking for, well, Suzanne is the actual cousin to Daniel Craig, who was the last James Bond.
Ooh.
Her maiden name was Craig. My wife Suzanne, on her
I
father's
try
side.
to. I try to support my friends who make movies and watch the stuff. But when my brother did Star Wars, I told a bunch of people who are huge Star Wars fans, and they lost their minds. They're like, they asked me all these questions I didn't even know. They're like, "Is this in that? And is this that?" And because they knew I saw a bunch of footage, and I was like, "Dude, I can't say." And they're like, "Just tell us." It's like,
Yeah.
no, they lost their freaking minds. Like when you get to like Star Trek and Star Wars level, the fans like I've divorced myself from Star Wars. Like I'm not a big fan of Star Wars anymore just because of the new stuff coming out. But the original ones is there's a place in my heart for those. But that those guys still to this day will like text me or email me, ask me like what was it like? I was like, dude, that was like 10 years ago or like 20 years ago. Get over it, man. It's
Yeah,
like an
Kronos.
ex-girlfriend. Just move on.
Yeah, Kronos is. That's so funny. It's hey Pinky, how do we take over the world? Nerve.
Yeah, I have to say nothing gets you quicker out of bed hearing a cat like about to throw up.
Oh,
What?
it's terrible.
It's Mike's going out again.
It's terrible. One of our girls just goes, and she's like breathing.
Phil says I'm still a big fan of Star Wars, but more of the Lucas era. Same here.
Yeah,
Jonah says, Raquel, I'm not feeling shame.
I'm not feeling shame. Oh, oh, yeah. I think he's trying to say feeling shame. Yeah, he just said I'm not feeling shame.
All right, you do you. Zort.
Zort.
I divorced myself from the fanatic fans. Weirdos are weirdos.
I'm right here.
Well,
I'm just
we're
kidding.
all
And
weirdos.
I'm a Spell Checker Freak Show. My wife even said I am. Weirdo is WEIRDO. Thank you.
But we've been going for 3 hours now. Before we take off, let's see. We have Mikey, who's on the panel with us. Thank you for coming over, Mikey.
Oh, thank you.
And then we got Wade, Bone, George Lucas.
Always good to see George.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, he wasn't here for long, though.
He might have been lurking in the background. We never know.
We got Miss
George is
Deadman
everywhere.
walking.
Yes.
We got Deadman walking. Lisa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got Pop Culture Republic.
Yep.
Who else?
Phil. We had
We got
Phil.
Fletcher
Fletcher.
Williams. I Suck at
Yeah.
Games channel.
Yep.
Apion.
Yep.
I know that guy.
Panawanabe. The Panawanabe.
One and
The
only.
oh
Stark of Iron.
I know
yes,
that guy.
Tony Stark
And Criminalist.
and Phil TMNT.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah, like I'm going down the list. Sorry.
Oh yeah, no, that's okay. There he is.
And Phil. Phil, thank you so much. Like, shouting me out on your channels. You should come on the panel sometime and talk some nerd stuff with us.
Yeah, talk some nerdy Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with us, especially me.
Definitely.
Hey,
Oh,
Cronus.
yes.
Hello there. I see you.
I'm totally pink at the moment.
See you in the chat.
Cats love me. Hey, Lisa. I forgot to say hey to Peeps.
Never too late.
Hey, Apion.
Hello.
Let me just go up here for a quick sec. Go check out Whoopa Troopa's channel. Check out Mikey Sue's helping to get to 100 subs. Almost there.
Yeah,
I've watched
I'm
all
almost
kinds of
there.
world.
I'm almost there.
Dead Man Walking 55. Mara Kitty.
Meow.
Meow meow. Subscribe to Ranker Steve. Howdy, howdy, howdy. And I don't see yours, Apion. What happened to yours?
I know Bones did it for me. He put mine, or they put mine in the
Oh,
chat. Right? I don't
got-
wanna assume
Check out
gender.
Real Wade Gaming channel.
There we go. Yeah, that's Real Wade.
But I don't see yours. Oh, here it is.
But it,
And subscribe to Apion. And of course, I don't want to
Hey,
forget.
yeah.
Phil here.
Yay.
Subscribe to Phil's channel as well.
Yay, Phil. Woo.
Thank you, Phil. Let me get your link real quick, and I'll put it in the chat.
I still love Star Wars as well. It's not dead yet. It's on life support.
And
Beep, beep,
and don't
beep.
forget our buddies Moira Kitty and Rancor Steve.
Yeah.
That's a nice Star Wars reference, Rancor. Release the Rancor.
I did not realize that was a Star Wars reference. Now I feel like an asshole. Dang.
I
Trap
told you,
door.
I'm a
to the ring.
nerd.
You're muted again. I don't know if that was an accident.
I know. I muted it because Raquel was talking. I wanted to be
Ah.
polite. Do you know what Rancor actually means?
No.
What does Rancor mean?
It means the point beyond anger.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you did
Oh,
say
I've been there before.
Oh, I've been there.
I think
got it for
everyone's been
smashing
there.
a Boba Fett helmet.
Oof.
Bitterness or resentment.
Anyone
Especially when
see
long-
the last 3 episodes of SNW?
Yeah, Strange New World. I have.
Strange New World.
Nope.
Shite.
No, not me.
Why are we
No.
watching it? No clue.
No.
To torture
Why?
ourselves.
Why do you guys have to do that? I don't get it.
I
There's
don't
better
really.
things in life. There's
I'm not really
butterflies.
familiar with Star Trek, so I
Cats,
don't really
kittens.
watch it.
Good.
Okay,
I don't like Star Trek.
Did you show Phil's? Yeah. Rancors are big kitties. They're not big kitties.
There's Phil's channel, and also please check out my channels as well.
Yes.
Here is all my links for my main channel,
Yay.
and here's all my links for my gaming channel as well. I'll be probably doing some more Gotham Knights and Hogwarts Legacy later on this week, so stay tuned for that. And Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate you all. You guys have a good rest of your night, and we'll catch you soon.
Hugs to everyone.
Hugs, hugs. Have a good night,
Hugs,
everybody.
hugs. Bye, everybody.
If this is your first time being here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at RaquelSSG2211. Catch you later.